Cheers, guys.
Cheers, boys. What's going on? Jeff, what's going on, man?
What up, guys?
Dude, do you remember? I might have just made this shit up in my head, but I have this memory of you you, and Chris Harris. Shout out Chris Harris. In the Blue Martini,
Fuck Chris Harris.
drunk one night, and you river dancing and having a dance off with a gay man.
Hell no. No, hell no.
That happened, right? Did I just make that shit up?
The likelihood of it happening is,
I need Chris here for this because me and Chris have talked about this.
I've heard so many stories about you being able to river dance.
I've been on the cut rope. We ran into
I don't.
You can say any name into the mic, and I'll just bleep that shit out.
we ran into. I remember that now.
I don't remember that.
Okay, so you remember the big, tall, 6'5" gay or boyfriend of Kelly's, McNair's that we were talking about?
You just let me know everything you want to cut out, and I'll cut it out. I don't make fun.
Okay.
I'm about to make timestamps.
I just don't want to name drop too much.
You're good.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, I remember meeting him up there later that night, like same night. Like I remember this. I kind of feel like I remember because like there's the bar section and then there's the dance floor with like the screen light and shit. Yeah, I kind of remember it.
I remember you like getting low and like kicking your fucking feet out like ha. I know you do that shit. I've seen you do that shit quite a few times.
I dance. I dance.
All I gotta say is Chris Harris fucking pop locked and dropped that shit in this studio.
Oh, he did.
So, dude, I will not try to compete with Chris Harris on pop lock and drop it because that dude is 220 pounds of get down.
Yeah,
yeah, that's a big old boy.
I mean,
he about 250 now.
250, yeah.
I saw them titties that didn't come out. His nipples was popping out his shirt. I was about to sucking on them. Those was some milk, dog.
Don't do hair like that, bro.
I will. I'll do it like that all the time, man. Shout out to Chris Harris. Love you, brother.
No, that's funny. No, the Blue Martini. Yeah, so I remember we discovering that being a gay bar and be like, whoa.
I always felt like, I remember at one point I was like, wait a minute, this kind of looks like a gay bar.
How many times have you been there before you noticed? Just the first time?
I've been like
15
5
minutes?
times.
I've been 2 or 3 times.
How many times have you been there and then noticed it was a gay bar? Was it the first time?
Well, yeah, it was the first time with us three. I feel like I remember that was the discovery of stay tight, boys.
Stay tight, boys.
That was that was the same place that Chris was in the we were all fucked up down there one night, and he grabbed, like, him and this girl went to like the little VIP curtain area.
Yeah,
it's not like a VIP, but like you can, like, it's a very intimate little spot. And he rushes into the booth and slings the curtain, but he slings it so hard that it just goes to the other side, so you can still see him. And he's like making out with this chick. And he looks at me and goes, "Is she hot?" And I'm like, "No, dude." And he's like, he just keeps going like fucking Chris Harris, you know.
So his side of the story, he said, I just pushed her off and walked out of there.
I'm gonna keep going.
I'm sure eventually he pushed her off.
Yeah, eventually, yeah. At some point.
I'm sure it was just after I got done beating the gay guy and a dance off.
He's fucking,
hey! Yeah.
Oh man,
yeah, I've heard a lot about you, man. It's
dance off.
It's fun to fucking have you on here.
Well, thanks.
That's been good. Yeah, we've been sitting here just
we've been
chatting
for
a
2
good
hours.
Hour,
Yeah. Started, dude. There was something you was gonna tell me, and I was like, save it for the podcast.
There was 3 things, and I don't remember one of them.
Damn, we'll get to it eventually.
I'm sure.
But how you been, man? What you been up to?
Good, man. I feel like it's like deja vu because we've already done this.
Oh yeah, we have. So we talked about I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you're right.
But we were talking about deja vu on the last podcast, and what's his name was talking about his theory. But I have a kind of like a theory on deja vu where it's like, you know, say that we say we lived the same life in multiple universes.
Yeah.
So like
this is your theory or
Or
this
something
is
you've
mine.
heard.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like a legitimate theory that's already been thought of. Obviously, it probably is, but it's like the reason like there's thousands of billions of universes, right?
Right.
It's like every time you die, you're born again into a new version of yourself in a different universe. And when you have deja vu, the reason why you have it so much when you were a younger kid is because you've lived that life and you remember that because you were there in a previous life.
Yeah.
And as you get older, the reason why you don't have deja vu as much is because you've splitting off on all these paths and they're less likely to have happened in previous.
because you're less likely to be alive.
right.
the
Or
older you
like
get.
your parents
Yeah,
never got
okay,
together or
okay,
like,
yeah.
you know, you got hit by a bus when
That's
you was,
interesting.
yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of, it's kind of interesting where like,
Do you have a take on deja?
I have zero takes on deja vu. I really don't. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I get it a lot lately, like a lot more than I ever have.
I haven't gotten it in like
Well,
years.
it's crazy, and and I can speak for like most things, that it's gonna change. Like your thought and theory on it now, opposed to when you're our age, you're gonna be like, "Fuck."
Y'all are in your 30s, right? Just checking.
I'm 29,
Do
bro.
you eat ass?
Do you know what year it is?
No, I forgot at 30.
Well, the year 2023. That's kind of standard.
Oh, okay. How
He's
about
off the
that?
grid now, man. He don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
I look at the almanac. It's 23.
Oh my neck, Jesus Christ! I forgot that existed.
What? How? Why?
Just because
Why
I don't.
would-
Who the fuck just like consistently thinks about the almanac?
Man.
You.
I could tell you a few people, but they all sit at like country stores in the morning and have coffee.
That sounds all right. That sounds pretty good. I like that.
Hey, the motherfuckers at the Hardee's.
Oh man, it fucking.
So,
6
do you
a.m.
remember the Hardee's in Pelzer?
I do.
Like
Very
holy
well.
Shit, dude, that was the first. Like I remember that was the first place I had it at Hardee's. So my dad had just got this new girlfriend, Joanne,
Okay.
and so I was originally from Liberty. But we ended up moving down here, and there's not Hardee's in fucking Liberty. There's barely a gas station at that time, but. So, and we go to Hardee's, and I got a gravy biscuit, with hash browns, and I was
so
like,
fucking hungry.
and like, and I was just like, this woman has introduced me to a whole new life. Life is good.
Dude, that fucking
This ain't
that,
bulk
that
sausage,
gravy
boy.
biscuit. That fucking gravy biscuit. That gravy biscuit at Hardee's is so good.
Heck yeah, dude.
It's so fucking good, man.
This ain't bought sausage, boy.
It is though. It's 100% malt sausage.
Totally bought sausage.
So the farming life, man. That's what I hear about you. You're a farmer.
Fuck pigs.
You fuck pigs?
Twice on Tuesdays. Dude, so we just got coon pigs, which are like the little pretty pink and black and orange and black.
Like the ones you ain't gonna eat, or
Like not particularly. No,
You might.
they're like a heritage breed.
okay.
Um,
So it's a pet.
Oh yeah, they,
They
can
got
be.
names,
And
Charlotte.
They've got balls on their. They're called waddles, but
They're balls.
They're balls. And it just so happens the one with the biggest balls is a female, and that like I could.
She's got the biggest balls of them all.
She's. have you ever seen pig testicles? It look
Never.
like butt cheeks on the back of a pig. Have you seen?
Pull that up,
never
Jamie.
I've
seen-
never seen it.
You have
I'll
to
pull that
look-
shit up.
It looks like a butt cheek, like butt cheeks on a fat woman, because like you know how they have the
It's
big,
like an apple.
they
It's
have
at
the
the bottom
whole
of an
size,
apple.
and then they just have the.
I always refer to it as the bottom of an apple.
bottom
You
of
know
an
how the
apple?
apple's right here, and then you get the little 4 points at the bottom. It's that little 2.
I like to Hank Hill. That's just
That's
that's
Hank
my-
Hill. That's it. That's the
my
answer.
me.
It's Hank Hill. I was talking to Chris Harris the other day. Shout out Chris Harris again. Damn, why does he keep coming up?
It does like a little
Whoa, wait, no.
That's some big-ass balls, bro.
Those are some hangers, bro. Holy shit.
Hangers.
Oh, okay. I can kind of see it right there. Oh, right there. That's what you're talking about. That's it.
Yeah.
It's like they got like some assless chaps.
It does.
It's like some assless leather chaps.
I had so you remember Jenny Graziano? Really?
Let's go ahead and timestamp this one.
Jennifer Graziano.
I went to school with her sister.
Okay, well, so her and her husband were at my house today, and for pictures for their 1-year-old, And like, oh, it's funny. I love Yankees on the farm.
I love the Yankees on the farm. It sounds like a fucking book. I love Yankees on the farm.
It really does sound like a Mark Twain story.
I love Yankees on the farm. I love Yankees on the farm.
So they were taking pictures with different animals, and like we have baby chicks. So we tried that, dude. Oh my god, babies and baby chicks like don't go together. He's like, oh,
I don't want to just group them.
just grabbing feathers, just like So
Chucking
it's
shit
like, okay, so let's try a pig.
Chucking chickens. They're chucking chickens out here.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I wish I had like a chicken slingshot.
That'd be awesome.
Jesus Christ.
Do you remember Chicken Run as a kid?
Chicken Run, the movie.
Yeah.
Where he went like flying, yeah.
I've always wanted to help the birds do it, but
Me too, dude.
I've seen it 100 times. I know they're gonna win, but I'll root for them.
I always wanted to help the birds. Dude.
Yeah, right.
Come
I
here,
love
man.
this.
We'll give you some I got some wrenches here. I'm gonna build you a little slingshot. Like
Yeah, babies and chickens. I can imagine not going well together.
And the pig was okay. Like, so we had it in a wash tub, and we were like, "Do we put the baby in there with the wash tub?" No, so we didn't do that. That was kind of a weird idea. So, but we did let it. But we did let it stand there for a minute, and just like, and the pig was going nuts. Like, it's seriously my least favorite animal on the whole farm.
The pig?
Yeah,
Or that pig?
That pig, like the big waddle pig.
With the assless chaps.
Yeah, the bitch yells at me. No, she didn't have assless chaps.
Okay.
Yeah, only the males.
Oh, that makes sense. This
Yeah.
is a she. I didn't know that.
Right, yeah. But her balls on her face.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that's the one. Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay. We're back. Okay.
But
The
like,
waddles.
oh no, of all the animals on the farm, she like, okay, so I don't like being yelled at for anything in life. Like this bitch yells at me twice a day. Like when she knows it's feed time, she gets like it starts out like
Give me a give.
it's just fucking stupid.
She's hollering at your ass.
And I'm like, when
I will
get-
fucking
like,
kill. I will eat
get
your
to her.
ass.
Like, and all you can do is like really yell. Like, you
yell
I'll
back
get
at-
to her when I get hell yeah.
you yelling back at the pigs?
Every time, dude. If there's a rock, I'm throwing it. Stop yelling at me! I'm feeding you. Like, and it's feeding time, and it just, like, I don't know. It's just where I lose my temper every day.
So you don't do any like internet, cable, no TV, none of that.
No, I mean we have basic TV,
Like Netflix or something.
No,
like the news?
Basic TV. Yeah, we got News 4.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
I watch Grit TV, man. 17.7. There you go.
Like FM radio, baby.
Wow, dude.
And,
That's interesting.
but we read a lot.
Yeah. What kind of books are you into?
Oh man, I love Tom Clancy.
Really?
I love Tom Clancy.
Heather's got like
I used to read that
10
shit all the
Tom
time in
Clancy
high school,
books downstairs. Yeah,
Dude.
like 7 of them or something like that.
Coots. What about that one?
Dean Koontz, yeah. She's got that one.
Oh, three.
Dean Koontz, Bo.
Have you ever heard of Foxfire books?
Foxfire book.
That sounds like I think of Foxfire on the internet. Remember that old?
Yeah, Mozilla, Foxfire.
Yeah.
Mozilla, Foxfire, yeah.
What the fuck?
I haven't thought about that in a long
Damn,
time.
that's
Yeah, I
like
bet you don't have internet. You haven't thought about anything on the internet in a while.
Is it not Explorer anymore?
No, it's not. I think that shit got like fucking deleted.
Yeah, it's
How
like
could-
Google Chrome
Google
or some
Chrome.
shit. Google's taking over
That
everything.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Damn
Google,
it, Apple.
Amazon, Disney. You know.
There's not monopoly, but what the fuck were we talking about?
You on the farm?
Oh, what about it? Oh shit!
Wait.
What part? What part?
What did I ask?
What do you like to read?
Oh, that was it.
Oh yeah,
Clancy.
yeah, yeah. Oh,
Thank you. Tom
Foxfire,
Clancy, yeah.
Foxfire. I got you.
Yeah.
Mozilla.
So
Internet
Foxfire is
Explorer,
really
Google
cool.
Chrome.
Yeah, Google Chrome. No, but the Foxfire books are really cool. So they were written out of a college in Georgia, if I'm not mistaken. Like a professor had these students do it, and what they did is they were writing for their published in school, and they went up and down the Appalachia to family members and different people, and figured out old remedies and old ways to build stuff, like how people naturally did it in the Appalachians, which really applies to us being in the Appalachian Mountains and in the foothills and stuff like that. So there's a lot to learn from it, and there's really cool shit in there. Just like some stuff that you're like, this is fucking voodoo. Like,
Really? Like some ritual shit?
Not really ritual shit, but like,
Or like some home remedies.
if you got a wart now, you cut it off, put it in a napkin, take it to a crossroad. The next person, something like that, some bitch gonna get it. Like, you got athlete's feet, go step in cow shit twice a day, you'll be fine, boy.
That's out there. So home remedy shit.
It really is.
What's some shit that's in that? Have you tried? Have you tried any of this shit?
You stuck your feet in cow shit. Dude.
And he also cut his word off, took it to the crossroads, to get to the next person who was on the board.
That's right. Fuck you, Dale.
You give it a Dale. Damn, not Dale.
Not Dale. Yeah, you're
Fuck,
right.
man, not Dale. You give it to John Mike.
Fuck you, Tim.
Oh, yeah, fuck them.
No, but some of it's really hard to read because of a lot of it's written in Appalachia dialogue. So if you can imagine that, like, so there's one lady, her name's Aunt Ari, and she's one of the first ones, and like it's talking about she had a pig in her kitchen on an island, and they were getting ready to gut it and, you know, butcher it and everything. And she's like, you stick your other finger in his eyeball and you pull it out and give her a twist. But it's you have to read it 6 fucking times because you're like, what in the fuck is she talking about? This bitch is dumber than hell. But and then you're like, well, she's the one teaching you all this, you jackass.
Like it's just like a whole other like different dialect we're not used to.
It really is, man.
Fuck.
I'll let you get some so there's like 12 volumes of the book. So like this guy started it in the 60s, and then like it ended up carrying on.
And this is Mozilla Firefox.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, cool.
But don't look at it because you won't find it that way.
Okay. So the Firefox books.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay.
Fox
Fuck yeah, dude.
Dude,
Fox Fire.
I'm kind of jealous of the off the grid life. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I know it's hard work, but it's like there's something about like just turning off that technology and just being out there in nature that I it's kind of romantic in a way, you know? Just being out there, like, kind of just doing it yourself, I guess. It's kind of, there's something that's kind of cool.
So let me ask you, like, if you were to do it, would you have companionship or would you do it by yourself?
Companionship.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You got to
Yeah,
have
for sure.
companionship.
I mean, even if it's just a fucking dog.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to say it like a fucking dog because that thing will be your best friend.
Yeah.
But, like, so when I started traveling in 2015, I started off with my cousin, and my cousin was like, yeah, we'll do this. And he's from 6 Mile, so he's southern as hell.
Yeah.
Like, come on, boy, we got this shit. We'll take it out there. We'll get good money. I was like, hell yeah.
What's
So-
up, man? I believe you got a vision.
So, and I was like, fuck it, let's do it, man. So we loaded up my Xterra. I had like, I don't know, right at $7,000. Like not enough, but like not enough for two.
You pension a little bit.
Yeah. So, and we're going to California, and we're gonna try to do our thing. So we take the North Route out. I was like, we didn't take any ganja with us at that time because it was like, man, we don't want to get caught by any cops or anything. It'd be stupid to travel with it, then get busted. We'll just wait till we get to a legal state and do it the right way. And man, I got into Colorado. I went to a gas station. I was like, "Hey, yo, bitch, got some weed?" She's like, "You got to travel like 3 more hours." I'm, fuck. Well, all right then.
Yeah, right.
Like, shit, what do I do? Like, I was excited because I thought we was gonna go to a gas station and get some pot.
You gotta go 3 more hours. Fuck.
Yeah, I was just like, 3 more. I ain't gonna kill him. I won't kill him in 3 hours. Like, it's just like,
You're talking to yourself.
yeah, yeah. Well, okay. So, sorry to backtrack about that. We were in St. Louis. We'd gotten to St. Louis before he was like, "Yeah, I don't really have any money, dude." And I'm like,
Oh,
"Are
no.
you fucking kidding me, dude?" Like, all right. Well,
She was out in St. Louis with no money.
well, he had like $200.
He had no money, but he had
No,
$7,000.
I had plenty of
He
money
had
for
seven-
myself.
He had
But
$7,000.
she was like, yeah, you on your own.
Well, that's what I thought. I
Yeah.
thought we were going to do it as a team, but I didn't realize he was my like, you know what I'm saying there. Like, I didn't realize I was going to be supporting this whole trip. Like he heard somebody say let's go, and he just jumped on board.
He was in.
I only got like $40.
Which if I was in that position,
I
I'd
got
have
gas
done
money.
the same fucking thing. But anyway, so we get out to Colorado, and we get us some Mary Jane, and book it on down to Las Vegas. Went through Vegas just to piss him off. I gambled and didn't give him any money.
It's a good move.
That is a good move. That is a good move.
I realized it was a dick move, but
Sometimes you got.
Sometimes the dick move is a good move.
but just to say, that was me saying, "You jackass."
Yeah,
this is what you get for like
put me in this situation.
absolutely. And we get out to Huntington and like we have fun. Like we go out, we meet some people and meet some friends, and his redneck showed real fast. Like he starts dropping M-bombs in the middle of California. I'm like, I don't know. I hate the fact that I have to admit I disowned family that night because I was like, oh, I'm not getting fucking killed my first night out here,
Right.
like. But I can tell his mama what he did. I can do
Yeah,
that a lot easier.
Hey, somebody gonna live to tell a tale, man.
Yeah,
Somebody gonna live to tell a tale.
Live to tell the tale.
I actually got some Nigerian nookie out there.
You did?
Yeah.
They call that jungle love.
For real, and I understand why. They don't have sheets on their beds.
Huh.
Yeah, it was weird.
What you mean?
Like 2 sheets, or like 1 sheet, or
No
0
sheets. It was straight. Man, I had
Mattress
I had
comforter?
carpet burn on my knees, and we fucked on the mattress.
You was
It
You was
makes
causing
sense.
some friction, dog. Damn.
Oh my god.
Damn.
But on the real, it was the first time I ever got served breakfast in bed. So
Damn.
and it was and
Why
like,
did you leave?
I don't eat breakfast. No, and that's so it's like after a night of drinking, it's at least like 1 or 2 till I can eat anything.
Yeah, dude.
My stomach has
When
to-
you're hungover.
and I felt so bad, man. I'm
Like
like
me
trying
tomorrow.
to eat these pancakes. I'm like,
They look so good, I'm sure.
they did, and I knew I was like,
It was like disrespectful not
she's-
to.
yeah, and I just knew she was gonna be like, So
Eat shit.
I eat that one. So on to Louisiana for my next one.
So what happened in Louisiana? The next one?
The next, yeah, that was a tender loving. That was some tender loving, boy. Some tender loving in Louisiana.
You strike me as like a Crocodile Dundee kind of motherfucker.
Dude, I did kill an alligator when I was down there.
Did you really?
Pretty cool. Yeah, he was about 6.
What'd you use?
22.
Really?
Yeah, sure enough.
trying to
I
say.
actually did Crocodile Dundee this. My buddy was like, he's just he's a little fella from Florida, but like, he was like, "You're a bitch if you don't do it." And I'm like, "What?" He was like, "All you gotta do is jump on her back." And I was like, "God dang, I ain't jumping on her." I was like, "I ain't doing it, dude." You're like, "Yeah, jump on her back." I was like, "All right, fine, fuck this." All right now, and so
What his first rodeo was it?
hell no, boy. But no, so like I don't know how he convinced me to, but I remember nearly shitting my pants. I'm in slacks, like slacks
no.
and
Oh,
penny
shit
loafers.
your slacks.
No. At least
I-
tell me you took the pennies off.
Hell no, man. In my Ralph Lauren polo slacks. Like I was excited about these things too, but the fact that I had an opportunity to kill an alligator was there. I wasn't gonna mess it, and so I wasn't.
I'm listening.
So like she come up. So the way my friend's backyard was, you'd have to understand it.
Wait, this was in a backyard?
Yeah, in Louisiana.
Okay. It wasn't out on the bayou.
I mean, not.
I mean, I guess the backyard was basically the bayou.
Well, it depends what bayou you talking about. Like,
It was one of the bayou.
it was a canal.
Out on the bayou.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Love me some CCR. So like you walk out on his back deck and it was kind of an L canal,
Okay.
and there was this alligator just come up on his backyard. It wasn't like a rare thing. Like it was common, just because the location was perfect for him. And but really, he was like, "Man, you just got to do it." I mustered up the courage because I was like, I sized him up. I was like, "Bitch, you're just a little bigger than me." And I was like, all right.
Hell, I'm behind him.
He was,
fuck.
yeah, and like their power's in the chomp down.
Yeah, so
like,
I'm behind them motherfucker.
yeah, and that's exactly what I did, man. I jumped, I jumped flat ass on this thing. Like I didn't.
You rode that bitch like a fucking bull, didn't
No,
you?
I flat assed it that way. Like I'm hurting you, motherfucker. like I'm not gonna be graceful.
Rear naked, fucking
No, but
pulling his top
on
lip,
his head, and pulled 22. And,
like a little Ruger Mark IV or something.
I don't even think it was a Ruger. It was like a no brand, really.
Okay, I like it.
Just
something you found out in the
Old pea
sticks.
shooter.
well, it was my
Something you found
buddies.
was dug out. He had that shit buried for a while, didn't he?
I hope.
So Louisiana, you kill a fucking gator in someone's backyard.
Sure, dude. I have to show you this picture because it's pretty funny. Like when you see the slacks and everything, it's like,
He's got pictures.
what the hell? Hell yeah,
Ain't
man!
no
Picture
route.
it didn't happen, man.
Wait, he's on the. He go see. He gonna be in the back of the gator with the fucking front lip in his mouth.
Oh, yep, there it is. It
Let me see
was.
this
You was
shit.
right. It was about as big as you.
Yeah, I mean, if I would have held it
You
up,
had your fucking slacks on too, boy.
I did.
Yeah, you
Oh,
was like you
that's
was going to the
hardcore.
office.
That's fucking
And
awesome.
you had to kill a gator on the way.
That's right. Well, I just got done selling my DirecTV. You know,
Yeah. You were
Big
selling
sell-
DirecTV
big
and
salesman.
later,
I can
later
see
said,
you
there's a
salesman.
gator in the back. You're like, I got this.
oh yeah.
Step aside.
Step was now. Come on.
Now, if a motherfucker trying to sell me TV and they come and kill a gator in my backyard, I'm buying TV.
probably
but,
gonna
right? Yeah,
probably-
I'm getting a premium.
there ain't no way I ain't making this do some
You got
money.
platinum package.
right?
Damn, son.
Sure enough. Like, dude, but you had to do weird shit to get people's attention in Louisiana.
What kind of weird shit?
Like,
Got into some voodoo shit. didn't you?
Listen.
is it snowing out there? Like, I mean, you had to do whatever to get them people to be like, do what?
Do what? Damn.
Are you trying to sell meat DirecTV? Well, yeah. This girl,
so called?
sure, shit, they already know what the hell you're doing.
Yeah, right.
Well, look, I forget what the fucking county is. And they tell me they're going to do me a better deal. You think you can do a little better? Like they,
Yeah,
them
I
old
do.
bitches
It's
sweet
full
talk.
of shit.
that shit
They're
out you.
trying to sweet talk you.
Well, let me tell you what I can do. I can get you the premium, and then some.
Cable? He was fucking cable guy. He was fucking Jim Carrey. Cable guy.
Yes, you.
That Louisiana
Except
was
you
really
trying to
fun.
fuck old ladies.
Like,
Oh, dang, you
as
trying
much
to fuck
as I
ladies?
could, yeah. Why not?
What's her name? Bernice?
Delta.
Gladys?
Delta Lay.
Gladys.
Oh, Edith down there.
Edith. No, not Edith, man.
You said, why not? You looked at him. You was for real. You said,
Yeah,
why
he
not?
has some
You went
passion in his
fine.
eyes.
It's a passion. It's a passion.
If
behind them
she's
eyes.
70s if she's 70 and a dime, bro, I'm pounding. Who cares?
Damn. Damn, he pounded that shit up.
I'll tell you about it fall my damn mouth.
So was hers. So was Edith.
we done took Edith.
He's all heard about too. That's why he got happy. He was like, damn, you got gums in that thing?
Oh, my stars.
Oh man.
Oh, my
Yeah, there's got to be
stars.
something really cool about living that lifestyle, man, and just kind of just shutting off social media and just not dealing with
Oh,
everybody's
yeah.
drama
for
and
sure.
politics. You know what? Just enjoying like just a simple life, I guess.
Yeah. I mean,
Is it simple?
it's, yeah.
It's simple because you ain't got to deal with fucking other people a lot, I imagine, right?
Yeah, and we don't, and like our the people who do live around us are super mellow people. I might see them 3 times a year, and shit. Actually, the pigs that we have now, we got off of a trade from some slaughter
You're
pigs.
bartering.
Hell yeah, bo! Well, the damn thing come over in my yard and was digging up my blackberries, and I told her something twice.
Twice.
You
God.
get your damn pigs off my lawn, bust a cat.
That wasn't fabricated. That was not fabricated at all. That was real.
No. Hey, should I tell you what? I can't keep the son bitches in the pen.
I like
So
it.
give him.
I
So
like
give him. And that's really how he's like.
That's
Look,
that's the true story, actually.
he was like, y'all gonna have, if y'all don't want him, I'm gonna have to kill him because I can't keep him. And,
Oh, shit.
and then
See, I'll take
we
him.
killed. So we took him and
He killed him.
So he killed him.
no, we took him and we traded with these coons. So those are the butcher pigs, like the big pink pigs. that you
Yeah,
see.
the ones you eat bacon off of.
Bacon bowl. Yeah.
A big ass pork shoulder.
But
That would be fucking good right now,
oh
son.
hell yeah,
Yeah,
good
right.
tenderloin.
Yeah.
Good Lord have
I,
mercy.
I love a tenderloin.
Dude.
I love some fucking the country style pork ribs.
Oh
And
heck
little
yeah.
fucking little. Oh man, you put them things in the
What
fucking
about
crock
country
pot.
fried steak with some gravy on it? How about
Damn,
that
what are we
shit?
doing this now?
Yeah.
It's not even the same animal,
Yeah,
man.
It don't matter. We get.
But
to
we're
it.
listen-
We
but we're
doing this.
listening.
Yeah.
But everybody's listening. It was like, damn, okay. With the white gravy or the brown?
brown gravy.
Oh, brown gravy.
Oh,
Brown-
country
I'll be
fried
honest,
steak.
I ain't picky. I'll take either one.
No, I'm with you.
I ain't picky. I'm gonna eat both them bitches.
So-
I'm a white gravy on
I'm
the
telling-
country
hey,
fried steak guy.
Didn't you tell me you like doing your steaks in a cast iron?
So I do, yeah, for sure.
Dude, so let me tell you a little secret.
Okay.
All right.
I'm always in.
So, you use a lot of butter,
Yes, absolutely.
a shitload of butter, like
Like
to the
fucking
point
like a
where,
half stick.
to the
at
point
least.
where like
Where it's like it's like a quarter inch of fucking liquid in the bottom of the pan.
Do you ever make roux with it,
I haven't,
bro?
but I'm listening.
So
So like
The
after you
seasonings-
cook the steak, or like
after you cook the steak,
put a little
and
flour, some fucking cheese,
some
and shit?
flour and some milk, and just like
Yeah.
whip it up real good to like a gravy, or
Oh,
essentially.
yeah.
And like you can do it on mashed potatoes. You can put it on mashed potatoes,
Oh my
or you can put it
God.
on the
Wow,
steak.
my mouth watering.
But dude, I'm telling you, like,
That's a
that
fucking
motherfucking
good
Jeff
idea.
Pilgrim. Now I tell you what, now this some bitch can cook.
Dude, that's a fucking good move.
It's good.
That's a good move. I like
So
this.
good. Have you like what's your seasoning? What do you have a preferred
So
seasoning?
I mean, if I'm gonna go like super simple,
no steak seasoning.
Oh, well, I'll use like a Montreal steak seasoning or something like
guess
that.
so I'm gonna go like super simple. I'm going salt, pepper, garlic powder.
That's basically I go
But-
simple.
If
Okay.
I'm going like, if I'm getting one of them fucking Costco USDA prime beef, fucking good shit. So Omaha Steaks has one. That's a season. It's like fucking ground up bell peppers, like a little bit of crushed red pepper, like a small amount of crushed red pepper, paprika, salt, pepper, garlic powder.
Okay,
Like it's
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
little.
I'm
It's,
with
it's
you, I'm
nice.
with
It's
you.
fucking
I love
nice,
the
dude.
seasonings, dude.
I- dude,
All
I-
the seasonings and the fucking sauces too. Oh god,
No,
not for a
I-
steak, but I'm just
that's
saying
just
like,
it. I do not do that.
oh no sauces.
Yeah.
But like I'm saying like I
But
just
that-
love
but that's a
seasonings
good
and
season.
sauces like
Yeah.
across the board.
I'm
The
with
bell
you.
pepper
I'm
really
with
brings out that fucking fat flavor in them
you.
ribeyes, man.
Have you ever fucked with in Chicago?
I have.
It's like I think Weber makes it, and like I'm a big. I like Montreal steak. Like that is some good shit.
Oh yeah, I
And,
use that. That's why I use it.
But so I was just trying some shit. I think I was at Bargains in Pelzer, and I was just
expired?
grabbing a bunch of different shit. Like so, like they had the Montana seasoning, Cowboy seasoning, Chicago seasoning,
Sure.
and various ones.
Kinder.
And there was
Kinder steak seasoning is good as fuck.
What is it?
Kinder. That's like I guess it's Costco brand, but it's good
Okay.
as fuck. It's got a big ass fucking bottles with a cow on it.
Yeah.
Good
Okay,
as fuck.
bro.
I
I
hear a
highly
little bit of
suggest.
blood rush to his penis.
I did.
Which, are you talking? You was talking about him? Or me?
yeah.
I said
What you
cow.
know
And I felt
about
it. I
AI?
said cow and I felt it.
It's a vibe.
Sorry.
Bro. It's a vibe.
It's a vibe. We vibing out here.
Hey, vibing, bro. God damn it.
Jesus Christ.
So what about artificial inseminating?
Oh wow,
What
yeah.
are we talking about?
Steak season.
That's right. Chicago.
Yeah,
But,
Chicago,
bro,
yeah, that's
let me highly recommend it because, like,
Not a sponsor, by the way.
not
Yeah,
a
not
sponsor. Not a sponsor.
Can be.
Could be. Yeah,
Could be.
How about that Weber? But
I
the
would
shi-
love that. A steak
that-
season. That'd be a fucking badass sponsor, dude.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Omaha Steaks. I'll take that one too.
Yeah. The butcher box.
Yeah, the butcher box. Yeah,
It's a
for
badass
sure.
box, dude. Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. All these not a sponsor.
We're actually not sponsored, so
Oh.
yeah. By anyone, so we don't have to say that, but also not a sponsor. So Chicago
Anyways,
season,
yeah.
Yeah, but it's
Weber.
man, it's a good one. It's killer.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And it makes one of the, as far as the roux go, that probably makes like the best flavor. And it's you like spicy? Like,
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, we
Absolutely.
love hot
Yeah.
shit, dude.
Yeah.
We ain't like when these basic white people that like mayonnaise and Sprite spicy. We ain't like
Oh,
that. We like
Jesus.
put the heat on that shit.
Hold on.
Yeah, I
Sometimes
like
you ever
that
had
too.
that fucking Burger King Sprite? That shit's spicy.
Dude,
Should
that-
make you go. You fucking hiccup, dog. That shit's spicy as fuck, man. If my fucking Sprite and Dr. Pepper don't make me go, I don't even want it, man. I don't want it. I want this shit to hurt a little bit,
Yeah.
like air bubbles in my fucking chest still.
So one of these, it's a weird thing, man. Since wrestling, like I've always counted my swallows whenever I drink something.
Really?
I know it's weird
I don't know how that made me feel. What you just
Counted
said.
your swallow. That's interesting.
with beverages.
Like,
So how many are
So,
you in
like-
now? Is it like that, or is it?
So, well, like, I don't know why I've done it. Like, it's just been, like, I know how to fill up when I drink tea, I know 10 swallows. Like, I can almost pour 10 swallows.
Really?
It's usually right there.
I love learning about like people's like quirks and stuff like
Yeah.
that. It's like, oh my gosh, I've never even imagined anything like that.
I know it's weird, but it's like, so I kind of learned it with wrestling, because I thought, so I was reading this book in high school, and it was about this kid who was wrestling and stuff, and like he would weigh and measure his piss to know how much like he could drink to stay
Right.
at his weight.
Yeah.
And like for some reason I got that in my head, and I
it's that
figured it out.
OCD.
Like, it could be
It's OCD as fuck, man.
but if you're wrestling and you're competing, man,
Makes sense.
you
I
fuck
get it.
around.
Yeah, I get it.
So like I practiced how much an ounce was, like a liquid ounce, like drinking that. I don't know, and it was just like, I know I can have this many, and
And it stuck with you.
it kind of
That's fucking awesome. I like that a lot.
But wouldn't you piss out less because your body's absorbing?
Yeah, you're
more water?
definitely
Yeah.
pissing out less.
Okay, yeah, I was like, wait.
There's got to be some kind of formula to that.
But if
Yeah,
it's
definitely,
water,
definitely.
yeah, and I can imagine like if you're drinking 3 or 4 glasses, like it would be a little bit this time, more and more
Right,
this time,
right.
and less, or
Yeah.
so. Just depends what you're
So
flushing.
you was
I
telling
got to piss. I'll be back.
Bryant before the podcast started that you were like, if you want to go on like a scenic hike or something like that, you're the guy to talk to.
Oh, heck yeah. I mean, I'm not the guy, but there's not many trails in the upstate of like South Carolina and Western North Carolina and stuff that I haven't been around or been on, camped on.
So if there's like I'm not a hiker, but I would like to go hiking, I guess. Like, what would be like the first place I should go?
And I guess with that, I would ask, what do you want to see? What are you trying to experience in your hike?
Okay, I feel like in this imaginary hike that I'm coming up with, I think I like a little waterfall action. you know?
Most people.
Yeah,
That's
a
a big
little
one.
waterfall action, and maybe like you get to the top of like a little mountain, see a little scenic view, and then come back down.
Yeah. Well, I think that your best start on that could probably be towards Yellow Branch. So, like, Yellow Branch is a super simple hike. It's like 1.5 miles, but very rewarding. It's only the only part that I would call even moderate is right there at the end when you're getting to the waterfall going down. But that's super simple, and it's simple enough that to get both the waterfall scene and a nice mountain view from your hike, that would be best because you can just travel up a little. You can get back to your car and travel up a little ways and go hiking. There's some little off the road hiking up there. So you'll go into like right near Burles Ford. Are you familiar with that?
Mm-mm.
So, have you heard of the Foothills Trail?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it'll put you on the Foothills Trail, which is,
Okay.
I mean, it puts you right there in the river and everything.
Dude, you ever thought about you seem like the kind of guy who would do like kind of some dangerous hikes, like some Mount Everest type shit.
Oh,
Would you ever do it? Have you ever done anything like that?
no, I haven't.
You have any interest?
It's not really.
Really?
Why
not?
I don't like the cold, bro.
I feel you.
No,
Makes
well,
my
I
knees
say
hurt
that,
thinking about it.
but like I can't do that kind of cold. Like we do cold
Right.
here, and
That's like
that's
what?
hunting season, so I have fucking 3 layers
Yeah.
of clothes on, so I don't give a shit.
Okay, yeah.
Like I'm not trekking through. I mean, I
Hey.
might hike, but
Yeah. Okay, so you've never really had any interest in like kind of conquering mountains, I guess.
yes. Okay, so I do have. There's mountains I want to conquer, like in the U.S. and in Mexico, and definitely South America.
Which
But,
ones?
Well, I definitely want to do Machu Picchu. That's something I've always dreamed of, and it's really cliche, but I mean, I want to do like Yosemite, Big Bend, and stuff like that. Like there's some places like I've hit around them and I've been around and hiked around, but not them per se. And there's some places in Arizona that are super cool, man.
Really?
Yeah, like kind of free climb / hike kind of places.
Yeah.
Which is super cool. I actually broke my elbow doing that last year.
So you'd be doing like rock climbing and shit?
So I do love to climb.
I think I can get into that.
I love doing it over I love swimming and I love water. So up at Joe Cassie, they have the damn wall, which is like the wall that they blasted out for the rock to build the dam.
Right.
Which is just like one of those funny dad jokes. That's where the damn rocks come from. But it's super fun to climb up and just jump off into the water because you can climb as much.
You can.
That's right, because you freaking can.
Yeah, we were talking about sorry,
Like hiking trails.
No, you're good.
yeah, just hiking trails and like kind of are there like mountains that you would like to conquer, like a Mount Everest or something? He was like, not so much because you don't like the cold. I don't like the cold either, man. I kind of can handle the hot better than I can handle the cold.
Yeah, I can't.
So
It's hard enough sleeping in elevation. Have you ever been to like Denver or anything?
I never like slept in that kind of area, but
well, it's not that bad. But
whenever we went to Austria, we went up. So we were in Innsbruck, which is like one of the skiing capitals like of the world,
okay,
and like those mountains were fucking insane. Like we stuck. The city is like almost in like a valley. Almost.
okay. Oh my
And,
god.
like it's basically a big ass bowl of mountains around you. So we I forget what the name of the mountain was, but it was like 7,600 feet in the air.
Holy smokes!
And so like you take a cable car up like halfway, and there's like a bunch of bars and like there's like a bar area and like all the ski slopes and like a little gift shop area. Then you take another cable car up, and that's like to the biggest, one of the biggest views. But then there's like a hiking area which is like probably 900 feet
Okay,
up a mountain.
wow.
And dude, but it's like hot.
But when you
Because that sun is just, there's no fucking shade. The sun is just beating you. And it's like solid, like ice. It's like 35 degrees out there.
right,
But the sun is beating you so much, it's like, it feels like you were sweating your ass off.
oh shit,
Like it does not feel cold at all.
Wow.
And like even sitting there just drinking a beer, I'm like, this is amazing temperature.
heck yeah.
Like if you're sitting outside in like 70-degree weather, that's what it felt like.
With no humidity.
That's what it felt like. Like I'm
Yeah,
sitting on the
that's
mountain.
nice.
It's like it's cold around here, but like the sun is just, just fucking like cooking. It's like a microwave.
Oh,
And it was amazing, dude. And like climbing to the top of that, I was in tennis shoes because we weren't planning on doing it. It was just like, fuck it, we'll just take the cable car.
yeah. Okay.
And so we're like, well, we're not gonna not climb the mountain. So we climbed up and like slipping and shit. It was like so exhilarating. That's what kind of like made me want to start hiking.
That's cool.
It was
That
like it was
is cool.
exhilarating. It was like that feeling of like, oh, this is kind of scary. Like I could get hurt. Like, I gotta like be a little agile, a little tactile here. You know, like
Dude,
think smart.
there's places close that will put you on your toes like that. I mean, and of course you can expose yourself to what you will. I just realized that was Chris Cornell. Sorry,
That's cool as shit, right?
That's super dope. But
You see this one?
that's pretty. Oh,
Yeah.
Bobby. That's pretty
You see
bad.
that one?
No.
Yeah, that's them right there. Yep. Also the same guys.
That's pretty dope. Pretty dope. No, but wait, what were we on?
The risky trails.
The risky trails. Oh yeah, so like there are places in South Carolina and North Carolina that you can definitely put yourself out there and like, I mean, you can get your shit going pretty
Right.
good. Like I love adrenaline.
For sure.
So I like to
Like push that limit.
I like to push it.
Yeah.
And there are places you can do it, man. I mean, even like Caesar's Head.
Yeah,
Like
for
it-
sure. That's
If
not
you-
far.
No, not at all. If you really wanted to push it, there's
Has
right there, Devil's Fart. Yeah, right there.
Has there ever been a moment where you kind
Devil's
of
fart.
Devil's Fart. Right there, Devil's Fart. You could just sniff and take a ride on that old dragon. No, but
Has there ever been a moment where you pushed it like to the point where like you were like, oh shit?
Like I went too far.
I more snowboarding than anything.
Yeah.
So I got to ride Colorado this year for the first
hates
time.
the cold, by the way.
No, that's different. That's different.
Okay, that's
Like,
different.
It's different.
It's
Ted.
different, it's
It's different, Ted. But no, snowboard. I do love snowboarding. I love hunting, but that's about the only parts of the. That's the only I know it's cold. I know it's those seasons, so I just.
But it's worth it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Cool.
I deal with it. But I did get to ride Colorado this year. I got to ride Keystone Mountain, which was
Keystone,
like, which was bitching, like,
right?
holy
bitching, bro.
Oh shit, that whole trip was pretty bad. I got to take a shot out of a stripper's pussy. So it was my buddy's bachelor
Was it
party.
salty?
Huh?
Was it salty?
I mean, it's Takiki.
Oh, okay.
Little-
So
little-
you just needed the salt. You just add a little lime and you're good,
I
baby.
just need a little
Little lime on it.
What's the lime? But, so
Put some lime on the skin. You know you want to say it. I thought you was going with that.
no, but that was wild. I thought about robbing these bitches afterwards because they got us good. Like,
What you mean?
I couldn't tell you how many times I've thought about, man, I should have just ran around the back of the house and bonked her in the head and got her money back. Like,
I picked a terrible time to take a sip of my beer. I about choked.
Oh,
bonk.
Is it Grand Theft Auto? Like where you hook up with the hooker and then kill her afterwards?
so like we
Get your money back.
Yeah.
we order these 2 escorts, like, and they're coming for my buddy's bachelor or whatever, and we're here to celebrate him. So like we thought it was gonna be like dancing.
What's your buddy's name? I'm just kidding.
Can't do that.
I'm just kidding.
So he's not getting married anymore. Anyways, so like, dude, they charge you $40 for every little trick they do. Like,
Give me an example. Like ping pong ball,
yeah. So like,
Hold the 2 liter.
so
tequila
like
shot,
the tequila shot thing. Like,
$40.
It was $40.
Is it your
And
tequila or theirs?
Huh, it was mine.
Oh,
Yeah,
what the
yes,
fuck?
yes.
That's like $42.
That's like $46.50. But I was pissed, bro. And then she still asked for a tip.
And she wanted probably a shot of tequila too.
But like, yeah, like they were drinking our alcohol, smoking our weed and shit. Like
They got it.
they were getting down. Yeah, they were
They just getting fucking their pussy.
And then it was like, and like at the end of it, it was like, so if y'all wanted to be the real deal, it's $1,000. And I was like,
For
Were
real?
they worth it?
I just paid you $600.
Just paid you $600. You get a discount now.
So
I
they
get a
did.
reward points.
So one of the funnier things is like they had this ring toss. So you can imagine like one had a ring or like a style, and the other had a style. Like we're throwing rings, and like I had one laughing so hard she ended up like shooting her ring. She like shot it out, and it was just funny as hell. Like, just laughing. She was like,
They just farted out. The best laugh is the one you can't hear in the mic. I'm gonna be honest. I feel so bad for the guests that can't hear the laughs. That are like,
Yeah.
those are always the best ones, man.
I feel like you've always been in these
Extracurricular
how do you
activities
get
per
caught
se.
up in these sexual events so much?
Sexual
so,
events.
dude, and like
What is this, fucking-
I've had friends ask me that like for a long time.
These
But
sexual
I have
events.
friends that I ask that too. If that tells you
yeah,
how
that sounds
crazy
amazing.
life can actually be,
Yeah.
like,
Right.
just like, so like she was going to Spartanburg. Her and they were going.
Shout out.
Yep, call me. I think. Never
that's your
had
homie.
any issues with her, but they were in Spartanburg
There's
going
gonna
to
be a lot of
college.
Nah.
And
Her.
son of a beep. But so she was like, so I've heard you've been with 200 people. And I was like, are you kidding me? She's like, no, seriously. I was like, you want to be 201?
You would. That's the answer from you.
What'd she say?
That's the fucking answer from you. I knew you. Like,
Hard pass.
I'm good.
Hard pass. Yeah, we're friends. I was like, you're right.
You
Been
want
friends
to
for a
be
long-
201?
But
I
then-
was worth a shot.
but
That's
then-
it.
We're friends. You're
So
right. But
her
you're right. You was
lesbian roommate was like passed out. So I got in my underwear and crawled in her bed. And
Okay.
like, timestamp.
what are timestamps?
It shows where he might have to go edit something out.
Oh, okay.
Timestamp.
So my girlfriend and I have this panda thing. So when
I
we're
like
talk-
where this is going.
So Well, no, it's just because both of us get going in conversation. Like we'll be hyper as a motherfucker, and the other has just panda. Like just shut the fuck up. Like
okay.
That's
Safe
our
word.
that's our
Safe word.
code word. Yeah,
Yeah.
fair. Like you're gonna have to shut up because you're annoying the fuck out of me right now.
Oh no, that's not. Whenever I say timestamp, that doesn't mean.
No,
shut the
I
fuck
know,
up.
but
keep
it just
going.
kind of it made me think of it because it's like safe word.
I like it. Yeah, I like it.
yeah.
Yeah. Have a safe word with you.
So you hopped in the bed with a lesbian with your underwear on,
and she liked it.
Oh, she liked it.
Yeah, but that's not the only time I've ever had a lesbian come on me.
Come on you. Oh, okay.
Like twice. But one other time, I had to get my ass kicked by a lesbian chick, because her
Those
girlfriend.
bars.
Well, we were at their house and at her party, like they hosted, but the lesbian girl got drunk and she wanted some penis.
I thought that's like a theme with like lesbian chicks.
But I
They
had
get
to,
super drunk and they can just go back to their roots.
yeah, I had to
you
get
know?
my ass. I had to get my ass beat by that chick though, because it was worth it.
Was she buff?
She was bigger than life.
Damn, that big?
I mean, she was like a good husky 230.
Whew. How tall?
30.
Give me like
Yeah,
give me
she-
height.
she
Give me
went
like 5'10".
Oh yeah, she's about 5'10", 5'11". I mean, she had the
230.
Jenga titties. Boy.
She look like fucking Chris Harris.
Hey, you put over
Shout
Chris
out.
Harris?
Shout out to Chris.
Shout out
Cheers,
Chris
guys.
Harris.
Cheers to Chris Harris.
Cheers
man.
to Chris Harris.
That's a fucking homeboy.
What's up,
right there.
titties?
What's up, titties?
That's not, he can't be tits, man. He can't be.
So
tits.
look, one night we're on we're playing RuneScape, and we fucked up. Like I'm fucked up. He's not. And he's like, "Hey man, I'm gonna hop off for a second." I'm like, "What the fuck? Where you going?" He's like, "I'm about to go pick up some Suze." I'm like, "What the hell? Bring me some." He's like, "Fuck you, man." He gets off. He takes me like 10 minutes later. He's like, "What you want from Suze for real?"
Chris does.
I was like, "Damn, all right, that's what's up."
Love it.
He pulls up with some Suze wings. He gets out the car. I'm like, "Hey, what's up, titties?" I just shit on him as soon as he
I'd
fucking
have took
pulls
the
up.
fuck off. Like, fuck you and your goddamn food. Boy.
What's up, titties?
My man brought him food, dude. And he shit.
Man, I was like blackout drunk, man. He saved my ass though. So I ate them wings and I was like, whew, that was close.
That's not Chris.
And then I drank too much and passed out again.
Chris a fucking real one, dude. That's my boy.
That's the dude, man.
Here he is.
Yeah.
That's the dude. Love Chris. Shout out.
So these sexual events that you keep getting yourself in.
I didn't
Oh,
come
the
with
sec-
this
the second-
podcast to be a sex guru for you guys.
No, I'm just interested in
So the
this.
second lesbian-
you
the
wanted
second
one
lesbian.
from me and Wes Johnson, right? That was one of
Yep,
the ones you
sure
were like,
did.
save this. All
Yes, I did.
right, so I got a good one for you, and
I
like
think I wanted to be a sex guru for you guys.
I got a good one. So you remember the blonde I showed you earlier?
Yeah.
So I was fucking her cousin for a while before I even got to her, and it was because Austin was fucking her. but she was wild. I mean, she was totally wild. I mean, and one night me and Wes go to Greenville and we pick her up and we go to the park, like not like it's right there near Reedy River and all that, like downtown Greenville. There's a park over there. So we're at the top of the fucking slide, and she's like, and this
Doing
dude,
both of these.
this dude comes by on a bicycle. I mean, just. And Wes is like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Hey, buddy." And we just let the hot guy have a show for a minute. Like,
As you fucking should.
yeah.
He's like,
don't tell the girl. Don't. Why?
We just let the guy have a show for a minute.
I know. I should have hollered $1.50 or something. Like, but she didn't miss a beat, boy.
oh my God.
Same girl. A week later,
Same slide.
her house.
Different slide.
She got slide in the house.
Sister slide.
Ooh.
Psych, just kidding. But so, Wes and I are doing our thing because we're like, just delinquents and didn't give a shit
Of
about
course,
anything.
yeah, absolutely.
And like had no idea her father was there, so not a clue. So, and it was a good thing I'm a fast finisher, 'cause I was just finished like doing my thing.
Fast finisher.
That was something to run with a fucking hard dick.
Dad.
Oh, it sucks so bad.
I've done it more than once, baby. Fuck it.
That
put
shit
it
gets
in.
soft real fast.
Yeah. Shit, McNair's got like birdshot in his back. Yeah.
He got shot.
He got shot with a boner.
Wait, hold on. You got shot with a boner? Or?
I need to hear
Well,
this.
like from my understanding, like he was just able to get out the window
Oh no!
and like probably got 20 or 30 yards.
Pow! He was like, "Oh, Ricky!"
Yeah. Sure enough, I was like, but that. And if you only knew McNair, it would be that much more funny because if you can imagine, he's about like 5'8" Hispanic guy,
yes.
and like one of the most amazing humans in the world. Like would do anything to help anybody.
But he was fucking his bitch in someone's house and he shouldn't have
He was slinging the old donkey to the wrong chain. You know what I mean?
Shout out McNair.
Shout out to McNair. Dude, I seen McNair tumble down. I mean, I got a lot of stories from McNair. I was there when that boy lost his V car. But I helped him.
In the
I helped
closet.
push.
You put a
You
finger
gotta
in.
do it, buddy.
He was fucking squirting a lube on like it was
I
a
was
drill
helping
bit.
him out.
Squirting a fucking lube on like it was a drill
That's
bit.
right.
Fucking get too
That's
hot,
right.
boy. You better watch out, man. Get that thing oiled up.
No, but so we were snowboarding, and it was mine and Alex's first time, but Wesley had gone a lot. Like he grew up doing it. And we go to Wolf of Laurel in North Carolina, which is now I have learned which is not a very good mountain. Like it's a lot of ice, really hard to control. And honestly, if you can get good on the mountains in North Carolina, you can go anywhere in the fucking world and ride, because it's just ice up there, and which is really hard to ride. But Alex was getting pissed because he kept falling, and like I was decent because I'd ridden skateboards and I'd ridden surfboards and stuff. But Alex had never done it. He was getting mad.
It's hard,
he was
dude.
just like,
That's hard.
fuck it, bro. And he's booking. I mean, he passes
Gonna
me.
tear your ACL, dude.
Dude, he passes me. And I'm telling you, he's doing
Fast.
40. He's doing
Oh, no.
45
I
miles.
took the same approach, and it's the worst approach to take if you don't know how to snowboard. When you just like say fuck it, let's go, and just try to like go fast as you fucking can down the mountain.
He ate shit, didn't he?
I'm lucky I didn't tear an ACL when I did the
Alex
same
has
thing.
never been a small guy. He was head overboard.
Yeah, it'll fuck you. I came out of my board one time, and I'm lucky I didn't tear my fucking shit up on my
I'm
knees.
telling
Yeah.
you. Ugh.
You gotta take a slower approach when it comes to snowboarding. Just kind of learn how to work it down the.
Just know it's going to take you until about your fourth or fifth time
Yeah.
before you can actually get down the hill.
It's just hard.
I mean, you might be able to ride down the mountain without falling on your first day,
But that's not snowboarding.
but you're not snowboarding.
Yeah.
You're learning to control the board.
Yeah, but that's what you kind of need to do is like learn how to control the board. You know.
Which, like I said, that's around here, dude. Like you go out west, and it's a totally different
powder.
ride. It's a I mean, it's powder for sure. It's groom track. It's a totally different ride.
Really, I mean, it's also probably snows a lot more out there,
Yeah.
and like they have
Undoubtedly.
much more of a luxury.
Yeah, I mean it's more catered to as well. I mean, and obviously they're freaking 3 miles in the freaking air. Like, I mean, you got to think Denver's already a mile high.
Yeah,
so then you get a mountain out there
Mountains,
that's
God.
6 and 7. Hey, this is something I learned the other day. Do you know what the oldest mountain range in the world is?
I have no clue.
The Appalachians.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it happened during Pangea actually. Like it's
we're
like
going
when
way
South
back.
America and North America. Yeah. We dropped it back.
Yeah,
but like
we're gonna go way back
just
with
like
this
a little funny like, hey, here's your dumb fact of the day that you didn't know.
Oh, I love that.
So like apparently there were parts of the Appalachia that were as high as the Himalayas.
Really?
Yeah, which is like mind-boggling now when you compare, because like that's a lot of erosion.
Right.
So like I think they're dated back to like 1.8 million. Super old, but apparently when
1.8 million what?
years ago formed.
Jesus Christ.
So like
You seem
when
like a guy who would be interested in archaeology.
dude, I do love that kind. I get very intrigued into it.
Yeah.
But ADHD is like fuck that.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like that's the one thing that every one of our guests have in common.
It's ADHD.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we have that too.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
That's most of your good talkers, I feel like.
I mean, and I really do get intrigued in that stuff, but I can only go so far at once.
Yeah.
If it's more than 15, 20 minutes, like
Checking out.
You in the right company, man.
Yeah.
But super cool. Like when I found that out about shit my pants, I was like, dude, I was pretty much born and raised on one of the oldest mountain ranges in the world. That's at our backyard. Like it's so cool.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
And that's one of the things we take for granted. Like Blue Ridge Mountains, dude, you can't go anywhere else in the whole. I know for a fact the USA, you can't go anywhere and see mountains like those.
Yeah,
You said that's the oldest?
The Appalachians.
Yeah,
If I'm not mistaken, they are the oldest. Yeah,
in the world.
I believe so.
Fuck, dude.
I mean, please don't quote me
No,
on
that's
that.
fine. Yeah,
but
that's
like,
fine. I'll take it. Even if that's not accurate, it's probably like top 5 at least.
Oh, without a doubt,
That's fucking spectacular,
dude. Look up the history of the French Bride. That's like the oldest river one of the oldest original rivers in the world.
It's fucking insane.
Yeah, and I mean that's just right up there. That's Nashville.
Yeah.
People always complain like you talk to like South Carolina people who live in South Carolina. They always complain about hating it here, but I'm like, this is one of the best places to live. If we have like, if you want to go see like a sporting event or something like that, you have Charlotte, you have Atlanta, right there, 3 hours, hour and a half distance. You have the beach that's 3 hours away. You have the mountains right there.
Oh
like,
yeah,
Nashville, South Carolina, North Carolina. Like you have almost anything you want here.
and the fact that we have all 4 seasons. Like I like geographically, like South Carolina, like where North Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, and South Carolina all kind of make their 4 corners. You have the best place for survival. I mean, you have every climate. You have all climate, all 4 seasons to say. You have perfect grounds for growing any freaking thing in the world. You have natural springs. You have natural mountain. Like to me, if you're gonna bush life, we're in the perfect place.
You're a live off the land kind of motherfucker, aren't you?
Hell yeah.
I love it.
I don't like society enough to pay for them.
So what you're doing now is like, do you ever like, you go hunting, you like store up meat or anything?
Oh,
like
absolutely.
That? Yeah.
That's one of the beautiful things about Jess. That's somewhere where her and I can connect and get down with each other because even though I'm the first one to take her hunting, like I've turned her on to it. She got to kill her first deer last year, so she's pretty hot on it. And,
was she like super nervous and shaky?
No.
Really?
She's a cold blood killer, bro. She's stone cold, man. She didn't miss, didn't think twice about it. Like
I can see Gabby being like that.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Dude, my sister I was with my sister on her first kill, my twin sister, and it's one of the funniest videos because I was like, I want to record it. Actually, I was sitting on her back porch. Like, I was just like, hey, I'm going to sit on your back deck and hunt for a little bit because she has a nice little creek and stuff in her backyard. And, I was just sitting there and, I texted her. I was like, come outside. There's a doe out here. And I just gave her the gun. I was like, you're going to kill it. And she was like, what? I was like, sit down and kill the fucking deer. And she was like, I don't know if I can do it, brother. I was like, what do you mean? She's like, it's illegal if I do it. I was like, I'll give you all my tags, whatever. Just do the damn thing. And so she gets down and she takes a second and pushes the safety off and pow, she's like, got that bitch. I got it. I got that bitch.
That's awesome. Now, do you with it being in your backyard? Do you gut it and skin it and
Oh yeah, we do everything
process
pretty much
it all?
Yeah, we do all of it. Just because,
I fucking love that.
Well, you have to, man, because you're contradicting yourself if you take it to somebody to have them process. What's the point of paying to hunt, or what's the point of hunting and getting the meat for it if you're just gonna pay for the meat anyways?
Yeah, right. That's a
good point.
very good point. Yeah.
I guarantee you, especially the way the internet is now with YouTube, if you have that access, you can learn how to do that shit pretty fucking quick.
Dude, I'm telling you,
You learn
I am
so
not a
fast.
smart guy as far as when it comes to books, but just common sense, man.
Yeah.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
You hang that bitch up, you drain the blood out, you skin the motherfucker.
Yeah.
Now, I can. So don't get me wrong. I understand. That's not everybody's gonna have a freezer that they can hang it. But if
Sure,
you
yeah.
But if you can at least quarter it and
Yeah, exactly.
and put it away and let it drain. Do what you got to do. But yeah, so Jesse, like right now we're actually on a big stalk because I had a nice buck down in Columbia elude me this year. Like,
Oh, you still thinking about her?
oh, you're
still
kidding
thinking
me?
about it,
That
big dog.
big son of a bitch is like I think about it twice a day, yeah, and both times is when I'm jacking off. Like, it's just
And this is the third, actually. Surprisingly.
yeah, don't gotta make up for that later. No, but yeah, so it's super fun to have her alongside with me. Hunting, she's my little good luck charm, I guess, if you will.
So what's like a day off the grid, like you're living? What's it like in that day? Like, what do you do? Like when you wake up, like how's your like daily routine?
I mean, so I do have a rule, and that is feed myself before I feed animals.
Okay.
Like, and I had to make that rule in myself because
You just jump right out there and get to work.
yeah, I was getting so
Yeah.
aggravated. Well, yeah, I was just doing it, and I wasn't paying attention to myself. And I'd go feed, and then I'd find something else to do. And so I usually get up. Jess and I usually get up anywhere between 6:30 and 7. If it's not her, it's me. And one of us usually will do breakfast. So we have chickens. So eggs is usually somewhere incorporated in something.
Yeah,
Like,
of course.
I don't give a shit if it's just cornbread or something for
Yeah.
breakfast.
Good
Like
protein.
it's gonna be in there.
Yeah, protein, baby.
Yeah. And then it's feed animals. And so we have a big blackboard in our tack room that's got 1.5 billion fucking ideas or chores or just ideas for something, like whatever it may be. And that's usually where Jesse's kind of cracking the whip, like, hey. So right now, like I have to go tear down a barn so that I can build our barn. Right. Like it's just like, and like if you knew my girlfriend, you would understand even more. She, like, if she can save $1 by a little sweat, she's all about it.
Yeah.
Which
we'll
is
work hard and save that dollar.
We'll save the money. Which we found an awesome barn, like a really old barn.
Oh,
with
really?
Great wood in it. And it's like, and I met him on a job, did some work for him. He was like, "Look, you come tear this barn down, you can have what's good in it."
Oh,
Like,
shit.
Well, as a matter of fact, Jack, need a barn. Like,
That's one of those things that people don't, that they take for granted too, is finding somebody that they're so compatible with,
yes,
and they can like really like you've bonded so well with your girlfriend,
oh yeah, heck
and
yeah.
like you've learned a lot, she's learned a lot, and y'all can just mesh well together. I mean,
Oh
people
heck
take
yeah!
it for granted
No,
so
we
much, these
fight.
things.
Shoot.
Oh, of course. I
Like-
mean, there's always gonna be that. There's
Oh
always
yeah.
gonna be
I mean, we don't fight per se, but
that.
like
Yeah, I know what you
we
mean.
definitely have our disagreements. But that goes with any relationship. If you're growing and learning somebody,
Yeah,
and
exactly,
and
yeah.
you really care, then
Well, I mean,
there's-
that's also like being open too. Like a lot of people that
Oh,
are in
yeah.
relationships now, or like you see a lot of people that are in relationships where they're like super unhappy and shit, and
yeah, like
that's because they haven't been open.
I mean,
They haven't
it's
been
true.
open, and that's why they're probably still in their relationship.
And you know what makes that even harder is like not, and like you said, they're not open with their partner, but they're not even open with themselves about their
Exactly.
own
Exactly,
their
yeah.
own things. And,
Yeah, it's hard. Like, I mean, it's a fucking constant battle every day for people.
oh hell yeah!
And if you can't
Sad.
tell your partner or the person that you're with that, like, you know, I'm going through this, whatever, and I don't like the way you say this, whatever. It doesn't matter what it is. Just say it.
yeah.
And if that person is gonna be like, well, fuck you, I don't want to be with you, then that's not the right person for
Hasta
you.
luego, amigo.
Yeah, see ya. Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Yeah,
And you're probably gonna be happier in the long run. But
Mhm.
it's just so hard to see, like, think long term sometimes, like think about the 10-year plan, you know, and think about like, I don't know, because you seem like a type of guy that does think about like, well, what if, you know, what am I going to be doing 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Like,
Oh,
what's
yeah,
the
yeah.
plan long
Definitely
term?
try to.
And like, I feel like a lot of people that do go through those relationship problems don't think about the future like that. They're just like, they're thinking about that instant happiness and not like how it's going to be 5 years from now if I don't open up or whatever it is, you know?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, instant gratification is a beautiful thing.
Instant
there.
gratification is beautiful, yeah, for sure.
It's a beautiful thing.
Welcome back.
Oh yeah,
Hello?
instant gratification.
We
Hello.
got
How are
we
you?
got a little deeper there.
Yeah, I got deep, and I'm just jumping in the deepness.
I was just talking about how like a lot of people don't want to be open with their partners, and like that's because they're taking that instant gratification. You know, you see a lot of people that are like, "Oh, this feels so good now," and if I argue with them now, then it'll just be an argument, and I don't want to deal with an argument, so I'll keep my thoughts to myself,
and then it'll blow up in like 6 months,
Right.
or longer than that, and then you see people that are in like couples that are in marriages that they hate each other,
And that's that bad thing, like that. You know, I guess it's kind of been portrayed a lot, but just say what you got to say to keep them happy, or say
right.
like, and a lot of people don't even realize that they're guilty of that. Like I'm just saying what I know will make them happy. Like they know what they're doing, but they don't exactly acknowledge like that's what it is,
Right.
and that they're not actually dealing with something, like because. And this is just my thought on it. Like, if you're being clear on the whole subject, you're not going to appease them by saying what they want to hear. Like,
Right.
you're going to be there's going to be differences in it. Now, this is where it's up to y'all to be. This is where you're either going to be a couple or y'all are going to be individuals.
It's just not going
on
to make
their
it.
own. Yeah, like, and if y'all can't come together on those terms and at least, like, come to common grounds, like mutual grounds on something. Yeah, like
Just cut ties. Yeah,
just cut the ties, because
Yeah.
you're never going to be able to communicate with each other, and you're always going to have like not like ulterior motives, but you're going to have things that you could have said that you
can't
say.
deal with. Yeah, like for example, your partner does whatever the fuck she does. You know, she does some shit in the mornings every day, and just like, why the fuck do you do this?
Yeah.
Or you can just deal with it, and then 10 years down the road, you fucking blow up.
I've been fucking dealing with it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But if you just address it in the beginning, you know, maybe
Yeah.
that's, or like even if it's just like a habit before you'll ever live together or whatever it is, it's like if you don't address it before you ever live together, then
Right. And then but with those actions, with addressing it, you can find out who your partner is too.
That's true.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
if somebody says like, this is who I am, take it or leave it, essentially,
Yeah.
like, this is who I am. Well, are you ever gonna be any better? Like, do
You
you
can
have
take it or leave
do you have any intentions of being better than who you are? Like, if you don't, that's cool. I understand. Like,
Yeah, take it or leave it.
take it or leave it.
Take it or leave
Yeah, like, fuck that.
yeah, for sure.
Hasta luego.
Sometimes you have to. Sometimes you have to just say goodbye.
Yeah.
Sorry, I like playing with it. It was fun for a second.
That's what she said.
Well, look at that.
She didn't say that to you.
No, unfortunately not. Man.
Every time I say that, that's what she said. Heather hits me with that one.
What do you?
Like, she didn't say that to you. I'm like, God damn.
Was that a
She
commercial? What kind of word?
It was a
commercial
commercial.
Was it a Super Bowl commercial?
But it was your mama.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
just
like that's how we got there. Was I was talking about how he's in a relationship where he's very compatible with his girlfriend, and you know that obviously they're gonna have their fights, but
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
or fights if you will.
Disagreements.
Yeah, but like it's so rare to really find that like person that you're with that can like influence you in such a way like you've been influenced, and you influence her like she's been influenced by you. I'm sure it's like it's a beautiful thing. So, but also being open as a person. I'm sure she was very open with you. You're very open with her. So it's that's how y'all have gotten where y'all
For sure.
are at. And, like,
And-
that's
and-
fucking true happiness that you can't find.
That's one of those hard things, because from a person that you love, you're gonna hear hard truths. I mean, because they're gonna, and that's what you expect, really.
True.
I mean, you hear the harder things, the harsher realities about who you are that you've never really seen.
Yeah.
And
Or even you have seen, you just kind of push it back because you don't want to deal with it right
Yeah,
now.
when
Right.
a person you truly love says it to your face, you're like,
It's a thing, man.
Oh, yeah.
maybe, yeah.
it hits you.
You have to
It hits
address
you a
it,
little
yeah.
different. And but like, you have to be willing to love them too, to accept that information. And again, like with that communication, it's fight or flight. Like, you can take that information and you can grow from it, or you can become a bitter little bitch and
Yeah.
not grow. But that girl or that dude is gonna find someone much better, because
Yeah, for sure.
they were willing to find somebody that's gonna grow.
Yeah, a friend of mine is she's going through a breakup right now, and she's like, she was one of those people that kind of just didn't want to cause the argument or didn't want to bring stuff up because they were like, yeah, I know he'll get mad.
It's a fine line between, like, if it bothers you and you let it go, you, like, sacrifice a little bit of mental peace.
Yeah.
Like a marble. Like, if it's like a hill of marbles, You let something go that kind of bothers you. You take one marble away and throw it. And then the reverse of it is like you don't want to be an asshole and just like go too overboard of like
Right.
you know, and be like overly
Smacking the whole
aggressive
stack of
and
marbles.
like, you know, cause. You definitely want to pick your battles, and it's a fine line. And some people just kind of struggle with picking those battles of what's worth arguing for and what's not.
And that'll tell you someone's level of intelligence.
Yeah,
Because from what I've gathered in my life, as an ignorant person will literally fight you over every little thing that like anything that you say that differs from their irradical thoughts, like then that's usually a clear sign that you're ignorant. And I'm probably not gonna.
It's kind of interesting how like most people, I know we've talked about it on previous podcasts, you and I, Bryant. Like most people, they want to dismiss what they don't understand, and this is with like everything across the board. Like, I'm sure. I'm trying to find an example for you where it's like, you know, on something that you differ with, where it's kind of relevant, but. Yeah, like most people, it'll be like, you know, like whether it's, you know, a Bible Belt conservative disagreeing with like gay people or whatever, like that person has like there's no way for that person to relate to that other person. So they tend to like, I don't want to do who has time to do deep dives on ideologies, you know?
Yeah, for
so
sure.
it's like, so your first reaction is like, it's different from me. I don't like it at face value, so I'll reject it. And that's
Naturally.
everybody with everything.
Naturally,
Yeah. So it's like, it's kind of weird. I feel like I've noticed that in a lot of people lately. And for myself, I feel like I think it's something that everybody should work on.
Dude, if I'm gonna be honest, I've tried to understand people. Like I get what you're saying. Like as far as having things that I disagree with, and I've looked into like why do I disagree with them or why don't I agree with them, and a lot of times it comes up with they're stupid. Like,
It's wrong.
Like, and I say that cocky, like, and arrogant. I don't mean to, but I like to believe that I think everything through, like, with an unbiased opinion on anything.
Like very open minded.
Yeah, I try to be completely open. So, like if there was something I definitely stood for, it was I stand for the Constitution because I believe everybody should be free because we were born free.
Yeah.
So like I can agree with well, I'm not gonna say that I agree with it, but like I don't coincide with like if you want to be homosexual, be homosexual. If you want to be transgender, be transgender. If you want to jump around naked and run through a cornfield backwards,
I want to do that for sure.
You run through a cornfield fucking naked backwards. Like that shit.
So
I like
I'll do it.
that is my thing. And I know like I don't want. We're not gonna go into politics. I know that. But that is my thing. That is my whole like. I just believe Americans are supposed to be free. Like that's what the Constitution is like. Be as free as you so long that you don't hurt anyone.
Freedom, baby.
Well, this is
America.
This is something
America, baby.
Sean and I talk about this all the time on the podcast, and it's not it's not politic related, but it's also like people are so married to their ideas.
Oh, absolutely.
They're so married to their ideas, and they don't want to like. A lot of people are so like scared to change. I feel like, but that's also I think that's kind of a thing that people are scared to change because they're scared to be wrong.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like I don't want to be wrong. Like I thought this for like the last 15 years, and
right. I never wanted my butthole licked until I had it happen.
And then now you're like, God.
Now I'm like,
this shit's fucking amazing.
I washed it.
Now you gotta lick
and now you're trying to convince somebody.
Every other one, like at least.
Hey, why you back there?
So I even shaved.
You pulling guard and shit. You pulling your legs back. Like,
yeah,
pulling
yeah.
guard.
I mean, I'm not gonna put up
Charles
a defense.
Oliveira, man. Fuck. You watch UFC at all?
Yeah.
Okay, so he does. Okay, yeah, okay, good.
Pulling guard. Charles Oliveira.
Like that really is the case though. Like I feel like, and especially around here, like Sean said, the conservative Bible Belt. People are very married to their ideas, where they don't want to be open to stuff because I feel like it kind of discredits what they believe in, and that makes them wrong.
Oh,
and being wrong fucking sucks.
It does.
Nobody wants to just fucking be wrong. Who the fuck wants to be wrong?
In today's time, it's like everybody is an expert on everything because of the internet.
But and the shitty thing is like there are so many. What was the game that we played as a kid where you whispered in somebody's ear and then like they whispered it in somebody's ear?
Yeah, we were talking about this on the podcast a couple times.
Oh, I'm good.
Need a good old spitter.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, yeah, it was like you would tell like
what was the game? Do you remember? Do you remember what it was called?
Out of the game where like I'll take.
Is that what it's called? Gossip?
Maybe.
I'll say like.
And at the end of it, it'd be like
peppermint, and you're saying fucking penis dick.
Penis dick.
Yeah.
So, but like, I kind of feel like that's how most ideas of any and everything now are. Is like somebody who was educated had something to say about it at one point, and somebody read it, and they were a person that was liked by a lot of people who was less known than the educator, who was more known than the educator. And he heard it, and then Jackie Joe said it. Yeah,
Jackie Joe, I know that motherfucker.
And didn't even and he misread it because he's not educated at all. He just interpreted it in like his $1 million lifestyle, so he could sit in a seminar for a minute. But he passed it down, and
then all his fucking millions of followers were like,
"Hey,
they took our jobs."
Yeah, so that's. One of the things that really sucks, which is one of the things that I do enjoy podcasts for, is like people's ability to critically think or like to have an intellectual conversation with one another.
And that was our whole goal, is like transparency. We're super transparent people. Like we won't. I teach kickboxing at a gym. I'm talking to teenagers all the time. I'm talking to people, kids that are 10 and under. Like I want their parents to know that this is who I am all the time.
Yeah,
I am so transparent with everything that I do, whether it's the people that I'm with on a daily basis at my full-time job, or whether it's the people that I teach, the students I teach kickboxing to, or their parents, or even just like people that have never met me. This is who I am all the time. This shit never fucking changes.
You've been dipping for like 15 years, ain't you?
Since I was 8.
Okay, some more.
23.
Yeah, 23.
Pinch your snuff.
Oh no, I've never taken a dip.
Okay, baby.
You've never
Taken a dip. It's like a pride thing at this point.
It's
I never
not-
smoked a cigarette.
Oh, yeah. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, and at this point, it's not going to happen because I've went this long.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah, cigarettes are alright. Not a fan.
I like cigars.
I like cigars for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I've almost tried cigars, but just the fact that I haven't taken a cigarette or a cigar.
Which really, you're not gonna like inhale the cigar, so technically,
Yeah, you're not supposed to inhale it anyway. Well,
you will, but yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do enjoy a cigarette. Maybe like once every 6 months.
I don't.
It's just a random like, oh, it's a little sweet. I'll take one. When I'm like
nights
blackout drunk.
I want to feel fancy.
cigar.
Yeah.
Bottle
Yeah,
of
I
whiskey.
like
Dude, I'll put my vest on for that son of a bitch.
I don't
Put your
believe you.
vest on?
Hell yeah.
What's putting your vest on? Is that like your
No, like legitimately.
and
I'll
your
put my
dancing
3-piece
shoes
suit.
and all that
Yeah.
shit?
Hell yeah.
Fucking
and have
sweater
fucking
vest.
cigar?
I'll sit in
like
front of
that sweater.
I'll sit in front of my fireplace and drink like.
What do you listen to music when you do that?
Yeah.
What kind of music? Like Allman Brothers?
I do love the Allman Brothers.
Bad
I do.
motherfuckers.
Some
But
like CCR.
I love CCR. So like, if you haven't listened to Road Trip and Radio on Pandora, I would highly recommend.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
But
The
I
Eagles.
I do like Eagles. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
Eagles. But man, you can't throw me away from John Fogerty and them.
Okay, I like that.
yeah,
John
dude.
Fogerty.
Dude,
And him.
he's good.
I like that shit. Fuck yeah.
But like, I listen to a lot. So I've been listening to Zach Bryan a lot lately.
Zach Brown's good, dude.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
Brown,
That's
Bryan.
Zach Bryan.
Yeah,
I thought he was one. And chicken fried.
no.
Dude, Zach Brown's got some like good.
No,
good
Zach
shit.
Brown. He's
Yeah.
good as well. He's
But,
good.
Zach
A pair
Bryan-
of jeans that fit just right
Yeah.
though. When
Zach
have,
Bryan
when
is
have you
good
found
shit.
that?
I've
dude.
heard somebody was it Heavy D? Austin Shirley. Shout out Austin Shirley.
Yeah,
I think
it
he
is.
recommended.
Fucking Heavy D. I remember I got that piss.
Zach Bryan.
Fucking Zach
Bro,
Brown.
you didn't crack the seal on that thing.
Yeah, he did. I know this song. I could see you getting down to some shit like this. And I like this. This is good. This is like laid back, you know?
It's laid back. It's not like crying country, but
This is some good shit, dude.
folk style music.
Yeah. I can't really get into like the modern pop country like that. Like Kane Brown shit. Like
No,
none of that.
I
Yeah.
can't either.
I need
and
some
no
like,
disrespect to them because like
they got their own thing, their own fans and all that shit. But
yeah, for sure.
I'm kind of into more like traditional shit.
I definitely enjoy the traditional stuff.
Yeah.
So like, I got to play a good bit of music, and like I'm not that good at anything like that. I'm not saying it like that, but so my first time taking a train to Louisiana, I got stuck in New Orleans for the night, and dude, I was piss broke. Like, so I sat out there with my guitar and played as hard as I could for 4 or 5 hours.
How much money did you
And
make?
I made $81. Dude.
Really?
I made $81,
That's
and I was
fucking
like,
cool.
I think I can do this. I think I can make some music doing this. And so I ended up playing some honky tonk, but like some hole in the shit wall.
How'd you do?
So the
You get fucked up when you went out there?
So the first one I told myself I wasn't gonna do that. I was like,
Okay.
I'm not gonna do that.
You're
Like,
gonna stay true. You're gonna stay true.
that was the worst mistake. I should have done like 6 lines of cocaine. Like, no, probably no. But I definitely should have had some alcohol in me because it was. I was so freaking nervous, like because in New Orleans, I didn't think about people looking at me. Like I just knew people were in the street, so I didn't think about them like focusing on me. But I was in this small hole in the wall fucking honky tonk bar. I mean, there might have been 25 people in the whole bar. You couldn't have fit more. Like it was small.
Damn.
So I'm in this corner just fucking wailing it, letting it
Fucking put
have.
your heart into
Oh
that
my
shit.
god. And like people were so close, man. They're like hitting the mic stand and stuff, and I was just like, oh my god. But that was pretty cool. I mean, they paid me $100 and gave me a meal to eat and
Hell yeah.
and shit. I was like, all right, so this is how it's gonna go, man. My buddy Clem, he played my agent, dude, because he had me going all like he was a local, so he took me to every hole in the wall,
Really,
every
really
bar,
dive bar, yeah.
everything that you could think of, and was like, let's play it. I was like, let's play it, dude. Let's
Fuck
do
yeah.
it. Dude.
So you lived that little like kind of like, you know, singer songwriter life a little bit.
There for a little. I mean, it was fun for about 4 months or so. Cause
sounds fucking awesome.
so I was living across the street from a casino horse track. So like, I love the horse racing. I love horse. I like not just the betting of it, but I just love the sport itself. Like it's such a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. So I mean, we were making pretty darn good money just going around bullshitting, like singing the same 8 songs that I knew and telling the same fucking jokes at every bar.
Right.
like, but dude, it worked. It worked, and I roommated with a jockey agent, which was really cool. You know, with the horse track being right across the street, because I could literally walk to it, and
Fuck yeah,
it
dude.
wasn't shit. So we had jockey parties all the time at this trailer that I was renting, and man, these little 5'0" guys all the time just walking around the house like, who the fuck are you, dude? Like, where the fuck did you come from?
Yeah.
It's okay. I ride for George. Like, shit.
I did
Dude,
go.
jockeys are like tiny.
Oh
Dude,
yeah.
I'm telling you,
Tiny.
if I wanted to, I could throw 3 of them with one hand.
One hand.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
tiny.
Like, they're not
That
big
ain't
guys at
gonna
all.
pick up on the mic too
I
much.
might a little bit, but it is a big deal.
What is
If you like move it to the corner, they don't want to pick up on the mic.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to pick up there. But
I didn't even realize it was playing. Sorry.
it was picking.
Here you go.
There
I'm
you
so
go. Leave
used
it
to
going.
hearing it.
Leave it going. No matter. It was good. All right, so I need y'all to guess who said this quote. They said, "Take a shot of whiskey, and then walk to the mirror and take a shot of whiskey with that man too."
That's
Was
John
it-
Michael Fitzgerald.
That was. It was on Facebook 7 minutes ago.
That's easy.
Cheers, boys. Cheers, John
Yeah.
Michael. He
Well,
deserves
John
that.
Michael.
Dude.
That's a fucking man.
I just know I
That's
know
the
my
man.
boy, dude. I know him. And that's some shit he would say.
7 minutes ago.
He's been drinking though.
Did you see where Odell's going to be playing with the Ravens next year?
Oh yeah, you know he's psyched about that.
Oh, so we're doing this now.
Yeah.
You see where Lamar got his fucking contract finally? $260 million.
You know,
$5 million more than Jalen Hurts.
no disrespect to Lamar or the Baltimore Ravens at all, because I love them. They do good, whatever. He ain't worth more than Mahomes. Said what I said.
He's not.
I
He's
agree.
not.
Yeah. Neither is Jalen Hurts.
But I will say it's not when it comes to like the next quarterback getting their payday.
I get it though.
You gotta take you gotta get your money. You gotta try. You gotta set the bar high for the next guy. You're doing your peers a disservice if you don't push the bar.
However, one thing I feel like with Jalen Hurts, I feel like he will. He seems like he's very willing to accommodate for his teammates' needs, and he'll take a pay cut.
Yeah, I thought
that contract will get renegotiated within the next 2 or 3 years.
I think.
I love Jalen Hurts, dude. I was so fucking mad when they drafted him.
I was too.
But damn, dude.
Okay, so in all reality, I feel you on pushing the bar. Like, don't.
I know you're I just can tell you're gonna disagree with me. That's okay, but let's talk about it.
It's not so much of a disagreement because, like, as an athlete, as a competitor, and someone who very much appreciates like being valued.
Yeah.
I don't feel like any athlete in this world is worth that much, and that's just me. Like. $260 million for 5 years.
That's capitalism, baby.
That's capitalism, yeah. That's spot on.
That's catch-22 at its finest.
Yeah.
If I can.
Yeah.
And it's like there's a lot of people who say that, and they'll still buy the jerseys, the tickets, all those things. Like,
I'm one of them, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm one of them. Like,
Not me.
Yeah, they are overpaid in at face value. But I'll say this.
But do you watch it?
No.
You don't watch football?
I watch the statistics.
You don't watch football at all?
He don't have cable.
College.
He has Channel 4 News.
I got it.
Coming at you live.
I lie. Sunday nights, it's all I got to watch.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you watch football?
I do.
That's supporting it. Like, that's part of it.
Yeah, but I ain't trying to look at it in that kind of aspect.
But that's what I'm saying, though. It's like...
It's true, though.
I feel you. But, like, to me...
I don't disagree with you.
If a football player can get paid $230 million in 5 years, why can't a firefighter get paid $150 million or $150,000 a year?
I know. I mean,
I'll make the
America's
argument
not
right
perfect.
now. I'll make the argument right now.
I mean, I agree.
I'll make the argument right now.
That's just where I stand at.
Well, I'll tell you why. Because any of us can go be a firefighter right now. We could take the training. Within 2 or 3 years, we could be a pretty fucking good firefighter.
Yeah.
Within 2 or 3 years, could you be an NFL player?
It's not happening.
Could you? I feel like there could.
And I'm not saying like I could just go be a firefighter.
Man.
You know what I'm
just saying?
I respect the fuck out of those guys.
Yeah.
I respect.
I'm not saying it's an easy job.
I mean, no. I respect.
I
I respect the fact that NFL players have to. They work. But let me tell you something.
It's not just like the talent and the will. It's also like luck too.
Oh shit!
I mean, it's like it's everything on the fucking board. They hit every mark.
You better get lucky and get with a good coach who kind of fits your scheme and your play style and can recognize that you fit his scheme.
Not only that,
and like, I'm not talking shit about Clemson, but like, and like, just like DJ. Well, we can talk shit about him too, but that's like DJ Uiagalelei. I mean, like, dude has a slinging arm. Dude has a fucking cannon, And, I know he was kind of passively saying what he did about Clemson this week about, like, they were playing preservative football and stuff like that. But, like, am I talking too much into it?
You're good.
All right. Well, you just adjusted it.
I'm just moan.
Wow. I like to hear you talk. Stop it. But like him going to Oregon and Oregon playing more to his scheme, like, I honestly feel like this guy can develop.
Yeah, for sure.
I think so too. He's got the talent.
He does. Like, so, a lot of people were talking about, like, well, he was bullshitting. Look how shitty he did. Well, let me tell you something. If you're at a place where you're not happy about how you have to work and the work that you're doing isn't what you expected, I mean, you can't expect him to play 100% of his ability if he's not in a place that fits him.
So you think he didn't feel like welcomed or?
No, I mean, I'm sure
the fan base was harsh on him. I'm not gonna lie.
Shit, Clemson's rough, boy.
Which they should be. I mean, he had all the talent around him in the world. Like he had the perfect opportunity to be a first round draft pick.
Yeah, I believe. I don't think that's taken away from him.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't. It was kind of shitty to see like only two defensive players from Clemson go in the first round, but that's
what I'm saying is like
the first round is actually pretty solid.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. Yeah, but like what I'm saying is like it's so easy to say that like or I mean it makes sense too. Like firefighters, their job is significantly fucking like
I wanted to show you this.
It's more beneficial to the society than a football player is. a doctor is much more beneficial to society, or a police officer, or whatever the fuck it is. Like those type of jobs, they're so beneficial to society.
I believe somebody could train faster to be a football player than a doctor.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I believe someone can be at a competitive level way faster than they could ever diagnose someone.
Like an NFL player.
At least XFL.
But that's what I'm saying. Like they're not making that much money at XFL. A doctor makes more than an XFL player.
Here's one
I
thing I
doubt
want
it.
to say.
The average XFL player makes like barely over 100,000. I'm pretty sure
XFL, I don't know what XFL.
it's
but
like really low.
I think
Really?
the minimum
Yeah.
salary for NFL players, I think, is like 650,000. One thing I will say about NFL players, and like to kind of touch on what you were saying about, you don't think you think they get paid too much, and I mean we all are in agreement here with like how much they make. But one thing I will say is that if your talent is good enough to generate generational wealth, I think that you should push for that. And honestly, I think that I used to be like a team loyalty guy. Like, why don't you stay with your team, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to be honest. These NFL owners and coaches do not give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
There's no
they're
human
greedy as
element.
fuck,
It's all
yeah.
statistics. It's all analytics. They're going to push for – as soon as you, like, have a dip in production, they're like, fuck you, you're out. There's they have no loyalty. So I think that these NFL players should push for, like, while they have their time. Because the NFL running back, they get their rookie contract, and if you're good, if you're an Ezekiel Elliott or someone like that, you're going to get one contract after that.
Yeah, exactly.
And you got to make as much as you can. After that, odds are you're going to fall off. Like, where's Zeke going right now?
Who knows?
Yeah, he's
a free
like,
agent.
yeah.
He had the one big contract, and everybody criticized him after that contract because he didn't produce to make that money. And then now it's like, okay, they let him go. Where's he at now? He's a free agent, and honestly, he might be a backup somewhere.
Honestly, my guy right now, as far as running backs, is Barkley. I like him.
He's
a
good.
monster, dude.
Saquon Barkley.
I was
Yeah.
really
Line.
upset that the Eagles weren't able to draft Bijan Robinson because I felt like Bijan had that exact same archetype as Saquon.
Yeah.
But XFL players get paid $60,000 a year, including bonuses on
Honestly.
average.
Okay, so 100,000 maybe.
Yeah, so like 60,000 on average, including bonuses. So like a quarterback's probably getting paid 100,000. But like you got your defensive linemen, like guys like that, they might not get.
Yeah.
They're not getting paid that
You
much.
can make an honest living.
Which is still fucking
No
awesome
doubt.
money to play football. You're going out there and playing fucking football.
Yeah.
You're training every day. You're fucking off. Like,
But you're not working. I doubt they're working 8-hour days.
oh, I agree with you.
I
100% agree
mean,
with you.
they might be training for 4 hours and like video. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know video and stuff like that is crucial, and like you have to take that stuff serious. And if you do take it serious, then, but that goes with your quality of a player. Like that's if you have that good of a quality, you'll be in the NFL of that that kind of homework. But
True.
that's,
And like you look at guys like PJ Walker who have the potential to go to the NFL, where he's making fucking close to $1 million a year now. He's making like $800,000 a year right now, and he's a backup.
That's the job to have as a backup quarterback in the NFL.
But the problem
And
is
Chase Daniels, who was like a backup quarterback for like 15 years or 10 years or something, where like you don't take contact in practice, you never get out there. Luckily, you hope the quarterback. I mean, honestly, you really hope that the starting quarterback don't get hurt. I mean, if you really have an ambition,
But
like
you gotta-
be a
you gotta
starter,
imagine
which that
being-
guy probably has.
you
do
got to
kinda hope
imagine
it
being
happens,
the
but-
type of guy that is like that driven and fucking like. It would probably suck if like that is your dream, and you're just sitting on the bench.
Dude, you want me to tell you who would be the number 2 bench player? Like that I've always thought is like just the perfect guy to have in the backup. And you know exactly who I'm going to say.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
He wore 15. Tebow, man.
Oh, I'm gonna disagree with you here.
Dude, I know, and so many people will. I know it. But to me, okay, so like there are only a few players.
That's the Florida man. Florida man.
As the
That's-
Florida.
That's
as
the
the
Florida.
man
I was
says.
trying to connect. Why
Florida.
why are you so pro Tim
No,
Tebow right now?
but
yes, Florida man. Okay.
There are only few players I've ever seen to impact the game where it's like that son of a bitch is in the game. We got to.
Oh, he's the greatest college. I think he's the greatest college probably player of all time.
He
I've
could.
seen
I
it.
feel like he could have done it in the NFL.
Yeah.
I feel like
Cam Newton was pretty fucking nasty.
Yeah, he's on that list. Definitely the greatest. I think he's the greatest
Johnny
college
Manziel.
quarterback. Johnny Manziel was good, but there was
Baker
something about
Mayfield.
Tim Tebow, no, Baker
those
ain't.
guys,
Baker
those guys don't do it.
Baker ain't.
Johnny was though.
I'm
for
thinking
sure.
about when I think of the greatest college quarterbacks of all time. Yeah, I do think of Manziel was probably one of the greatest improvisers we've ever seen.
Right.
Manziel?
Manziel.
Oh, without question.
Yeah, I mean,
he
just
was
to be able to
fucking insane,
improvise
dude.
when a play breaks down,
Money.
and like,
Dude, if he could have done like Mahomes is doing that in the NFL, like he did it in
Yes.
college.
It's that.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's also like the differentiation of mentorship too. Of
That's
like
true,
he
but
might have
Mahomes,
lacked that mentorship because like Mahomes really had like a good father figure and like pushing him to go to that.
Yeah,
Level,
yeah.
and
Mahomes also
Manziel's kinda missing
has
that,
a
you know?
more prototype build too, though, because Johnny Manziel was undersized,
5'8", right?
something like
Yeah,
that.
so
I
he
don't know
was very
about
short,
5'8",
yeah.
but he was definitely like
Sure, we can find that.
he
out. We
was
can
like
pull that up, Jamie.
I would say probably 5'11".
Yeah, probably
Yeah,
5'11".
maybe-
Still small as fuck.
maybe
That's like Russell
6.
Wilson,
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe
Russell
six.
Wilson's small.
Russell Wilson, I believe, is 6 foot, 6'1".
6 foot.
which is still small for a
Yeah,
quarterback.
yeah.
Really,
Drew
yeah.
Brees was
Absolutely.
6'2", which is small.
And like when you see Drew Brees, man, he looks small.
yeah,
Phil.
yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he
So
look-
Johnny Manziel is 6 foot.
That's
Okay,
what I
okay.
figured. Yeah, but
with,
Tim
with his
Tebow,
cleats
like
on.
when you watch Tim Tebow,
Yeah, Russell Wilson was 5'11".
Tim Tebow could like run through you,
Yeah.
run
he's a big
around
bitch.
you, and like he was so versatile and so strong, and like he had that like leadership mentality. But when he got to the NFL, Tim Tebow threw under. I think he was like a 50% completion percentage guy. You could probably look this up. Maybe even 45%, which is like not cutting it. The average is going to be 60.
No, he was well over that.
He wasn't.
He was well over 50%.
I don't
He
know.
might have
If
been-
he, but you got
He
like,
might have been 53.
Cam Newton struggled with his percentage, and he was around like 59.
47.9. Tim Tebow.
His first season?
No, his
Average,
career.
his whole career.
Okay. In the NFL?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's well. To be fair, like the Jets.
Yeah, but the Jets wasn't like he was kind of done then. Like nobody believed in him when he was with the Jets. It was with the
Well, when he went to
Broncos.
the Patriots, that's when everybody was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
duh."
Well, he was like tied into the Jets, right? Or like trying to make that transition to tight end
he
at
was.
the Jets.
Yep, at the Jets. Yeah.
But he did go to the Patriots, and I was kind of excited. I was like, maybe we can.
Dude, when I saw him down with Trevor and all them guys, I was ecstatic. When he was with Jaguar, I was like,
Jaguars. That's what it was.
Some-
When Jets, it was Jaguars for tight end. Yeah.
someone has finally figured it. Like I thought Urban Meyer
And they,
figured it out,
and they cut his bitch ass.
and then
Urban
they
Meyer's
cut him.
bum.
And then Urban Meyer, they
Dude.
cut. They also cut
He
Urban
can't-
Myers.
he
Myers'
just-
bitch
He
ass.
was such a disappointment, man. He disappointed the crap out of me.
And I'm gonna be honest,
Dude, he
man.
went shit.
He was just like a Tyler Hansborough for my basketball fans out there, who like Tyler Hansborough was like dominant in college, and then when he got to
for
the
UNC?
pros, yeah, and when he got to the pros, he just didn't really do much. And the reason why Tim Tebow didn't really do much is because he just wasn't a good passer. He just wasn't. And when you get in the NFL, you're not running through Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, all these elite,
Oh Jesus!
all these
But if
like.
you're Tom Brady, you might juke Brian Urlacher.
And you're
All
not.
those guys that are out of the league.
I mean, but this is
He's
his
old,
time.
you know,
this
these
is
guys.
his
These
time.
old
Though.
fucking
This is
guys.
Tim Tebow's time. Ray Lewis was Tim Tebow's time.
It was, yeah. Brian Urlacher
Barely, and Urlacher was already out.
Yeah, Urlacher was out.
Shit, who finished first, Tim Tebow or Urlacher? I mean, I guess. I mean, it was Ray Lewis.
It was
or, I'm sorry.
Urlacher.
I mean Urlacher. I'm sorry, Ray Lewis or Tim Tebow. It was Ray Lewis, but Tim Tebow. I mean,
It was the same year, wasn't it?
does playing tight end
Probably
for
was,
the
yeah.
Jaguars count as
Probably was.
being retired? I mean, he was never going to be able to play tight end in the NFL just because you had the prototype, like the build for it doesn't mean. But anyways,
Dude, and you know you can fault his arm, like, and I like numbers don't lie. There's no question about that. But like, who in the flip did Broncos have to receive?
they had Demaryius Thomas, who ended up being like, he's not a Hall of Famer, but I mean,
He's Hall very good.
yeah, Hall
Yeah.
of very good.
Very
Like
good.
very good. He
He's,
touched that line.
he's the
yeah.
one who took the 70-yard touchdown that Tim Tebow threw
To
in
the playoffs.
overtime in
Yeah.
Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Tim Tebow just wasn't a good passer, and
Yeah.
in college, you have that big personality. You have Tim Tebow. You have
Wait.
him being able to run through you. Him being able to run around you to
With
play making.
fucking-
Not only that, though,
Aaron
he had Piercy
Hernandez.
Harvin. He
Piercy
had
Harvin.
Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah,
Cooper.
Hernandez.
Who was the Eagles receiver? Cooper. Riley Cooper.
Riley Cooper.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
Dude, whatever happened
Pounce-
to Caldwell? Do you remember? He was number 5. He was the. He was
Rashae
like-
Caldwell, Andre
yeah.
Caldwell. which
He
one?
wasn't like he wasn't a running back like that was because they didn't have like a legit running back. I don't think. But he was nasty, dude.
Caldwell for Florida.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
he was on the 2018
Okay, yeah, I don't remember.
or the championship team.
Did you watch that Aaron Hernandez documentary? The
You
murder
know, I
documentary?
didn't, because I was like, I was.
That shit's heavy, dude.
That shit hits me different too because we're both Patriot fans. You're a Florida fan, so you kind of connected to.
That shit's heavy as fuck.
Yeah,
That's heavy as fuck, man. He was a psychopath.
he was a psychopath straight up.
Dude, do you know how many people are actually psychopaths? Like,
Yeah, there's
a
3 of them
lot.
sitting at this table.
dude, honestly, I wouldn't doubt it. Like, is it crazy?
I
as my
kind of
brain is?
wonder sometimes how crazy my brain. I think
Yeah,
it's the
I do,
ADHD
yeah.
brain that everybody at this
Oh,
table.
and also, you also got to remember like our obsession with horror films.
yeah, right.
Like, there's gotta be
but I
some
don't-
kind of
But I
fucking
don't do horror
fucked up
films,
gimmick.
bro. I can't like.
Really?
So let me tell you this. So I was telling you about my travels to Louisiana and stuff.
Yeah.
So like, I
Hatchet,
did.
baby.
That's it. So I actually met with a Wiccan doctor. Like,
Okay.
legitimate
Oh,
Wiccan.
God.
Voodoo
Here we go.
shit.
Dude, I'm telling you, this 5'0" woman had me scared her. scared her something, bitch.
This is
But
fucking John Michael shit.
she
John
had-
Michael be like, damn, I was there. I remember that scared that shit.
She had me fucking. So Louisiana's hotter than hell.
Right.
I mean,
It is
like
humid,
we are in
dude.
the
So
armpit
humid.
of
The
Louisiana.
armpit. That's a good way to put it.
And like I'm stepping on this woman's porch, and I have goosebumps. Like,
How'd you get there?
oh, what do you mean?
Like,
I
I mean,
tried-
like,
tried
no.
to-
How did you like
How did you be like, hey, I'm
pull
gonna
up
step on
to a
this?
fucking voodoo?
Well,
bitch's house?
like I was looking. Okay, so like in all of this, okay, so this is just gonna be like a small breakdown. So like I was actually going. What caused me to travel was like, one, I was super stressed at work because like where I was working, you could fuck up and like literally kill everybody. And I was like,
That's
yeah, it was super tense, and like at the same time I was having like spiritual issues because I grew up Southern Baptist, and like for some reason it just wasn't clicking with me. Like I clicked with it my whole life, and then I was at the point where I was just like,
I understand.
what the fuck is going on? And what was
I
crazy was
that.
like
That was good. That's what you
like
did there.
I was literally in the middle of doing devotion because my like the girl who I was engaged with at the time, like that's what we did. Like we had a Christian based relationship, and like I was doing devotion one night, and I was just like, holy shit, I don't believe that. I just like it just like for some reason I just couldn't. Like everything that I'd ever learned and everything I'd ever believed and stuff, it
It
like
like hit you?
So you kind of
like
came to
that.
terms, or
like I mean it was a whole thing. Like I went to my mom because my mom was one of my spiritual leaders, like
Sure,
somebody
yeah.
that I always went to. Like I thought there was some spiritual shit going on. So, and this is one of the reasons why I don't do horror movies, man. Is because like, well, I'll do horror like thrasher films, but I won't do paranormal.
okay.
Like
Okay.
I do not mess with the spirit world. man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of
Like,
that's kind
so
of
you believe
like
in,
the slasher stuff too.
Do you believe in like ghosts and shit?
Yeah, bro. Like I've never seen anything per se. Like
You've never experienced anything kind of like out of the
I've experienced some like super eerie,
like what?
I mean, like just more feeling than
Yeah.
anything. Like, so one night, just even being funny. Like, I swear my house is haunted by this little girl. I was washing dishes one night, and like, where we wash dishes, like there's a big window, and like it was at nighttime, and I'm washing dishes and seeing my reflection and shit like that, and. Before this, I was playing my guitar, and I swore I could feel something kipping a beat to like what I was playing.
Oh
I was
shit!
playing
Someone had a bass
condemn-
drum.
It was like somebody was kicking the ground. I was like,
My heart like a kick drum.
so I was like,
Dun, dun, dun,
like
dun,
that
dun.
gave me an eerie feeling. So I was like, I'm gonna do something else. So I was just like, I'm just gonna wash dishes. La, 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 la.
If you're choosing to wash dishes, you know you're feeling some weird shit going
Yeah,
on.
that's
Like, you
big
know what?
facts, dude.
I should fucking wash the dishes right
Dude,
now.
but like I had an eerie, one of the most eerie feelings go up my leg. Like a little girl was in there. Like it was so weird. I was just like, if I hear a fucking laugh, I'm blowing this bitch up.
I'm gonna light this in the fire. I got the fucking. I'll turn the
I
gas.
got
stove on
homeowners
right
insurance.
Now.
I don't give a fuck.
I'll turn the gas stove on right now and light a match. I don't care. Y'all trying to take a break real quick? I need to get some more
Yeah,
beer.
yeah, we can take a break.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna grab some more beers.
All right,
We'll see you guys. We'll be back.
Cool.
Now let me tell you something about the gospel. Make sure that you mark it down. When God spoke out, let there be light. He put the first of us in the ground. And we'll keep on digging till the coming Lord. the company boy, well, there ain't shit in this town. We could have made some of ourselves out there if we'd listened to the folks that know. Now cold, it's gonna bury you.
We're live, baby. We back.
Nicely done, man.
First person to play guitar on the podcast. Cheers, man.
that
That
was
was live. We were
clean.
live about halfway through that thing.
Well, that's all right.
Nice,
That was good.
decent little
That was
guitar
beautiful,
for
yeah.
like a cheap little 99. You know,
I like it a lot.
yeah,
Yeah, it's good.
It gets a little choppy when you get down
That
the
G-string.
fret.
That
Yeah.
G-string is always a bitch.
Yeah.
You right.
That's so fun, man. It's just addicting. Once you start going, you don't want to stop.
Man, when I learned how to play guitar, or when I first dove into guitar with that guitar, you know, the first song I learned was "Wish You Were Here" by Pink Floyd.
Oh heck
Yeah, it was just that doom da dum dum doom da. You know how many times I fucking
Dum,
do.
dun, dum,
Everybody
dun.
around me had.
How about fucking hammer on?
Yeah, yeah. How do
That
you?
fucking A string.
All right, so y'all were talking about my extravagant sex life. So,
Oh, well, listen.
so I
Going.
have to show you this. Oh, you're fine.
Oh, I thought you were like moving out of the way.
This
You're
act
good, yeah.
itself pulled more pussy than any clever words that I ever.
I
had.
said
All right, you
maybe.
ready? Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh, you
he's
gonna do
doing
that?
this one. I fucking need to put the mic up to that bitch. You can't pick it up, but he's playing Simple Man behind the back. You got to go to YouTube for this one. That's
Yeah.
fucking awesome,
So,
dude.
dude, just that little lick at a bonfire. I didn't
Campfire
have to
chords
sing-
is all you need.
I didn't have to.
You ever seen
sing.
Animal House?
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know the part where
course
you know the part where the fucking what's his name smashes the dude's guitar
Yeah.
in the hallway.
Yes. What a sin.
Yeah, but you know, like every guy's felt that towards you.
Probably.
You're the guy that bonfire.
He's the guy that's about to get laid at the bonfire playing the guitar. That's who you are.
So you want to hear a funny
Every dude's like,
bonfire
"Fuck
story?
you,
There's some
dude."
guy's like, I would get laid, but this guy's way fucking better than I am, so I'm gonna smash his fucking guitar.
Well, look, I was always borrowing their guitars.
Oh no! Just play it better than them.
Let me see that. Oh yeah.
Starts playing it behind his head.
So
Oh,
one
let me
night I
make
got
sure
shitty
too.
up at Wes's house, and like, so my buddy Wes used like, and he knows him. Like, we used to have parties in high school with like 100 people, bro. Like, legitimately out in the middle of a field, just fucking huge bonfires. One night I got shitty early because I was helping everything. So I was drinking early and passed out. Like, I pass out by the fire, like my head on a log. Dude, I wake up and there's like a small fire, and I see a gas jug. So like, I pour fire on the gas. Dude, there's no one left. Like, I've done slept through the whole entire fucking party.
Oh,
like,
yeah, they just
passed
left
out
your ass
drunk.
there. Damn.
And like, so,
It's like, oh fuck it, it'll burn out.
Yeah, it'll burn out. He'll be all right. Like he'll go to his bed when he's tired. Like, but like it's
Exactly.
yeah,
That's
it's
grown
like,
shit.
but it's like 500 yards like through a pasture to get to the house, man.
You would talk about people running naked backwards to a fucking cornfield. That
Dude,
was
and
you.
there's 3 ponds on this property. Like, you're not just gonna walk drunk back. Like,
Nah.
you gotta know.
Oh no.
So luckily I found the road, and I was like, okay, I know the road, and if I hit grass, I know I'm in the wrong spot.
Right.
Dude, but it sucked. So John Michael and fucking Wesley are sitting on his porch at the house. When I throw gas on the fire, they're like, "We saw fire go up," and they're like, "You know,
That's pretty
because
accurate.
you get like, dude, I wish you could meet Wes. So
He's a good dude.
he's one of the most solid dudes
Yeah,
I've
he's a good
ever
dude.
met.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, so just like
The two are tight,
his,
man. You couldn't
his
see one without
family
the
took
other.
me in. They were like, "Are you just living here now?" I was like,
Yep.
Do you care?" And Wes was like, "He's staying here."
Right.
And they were like, "All right, well, we work," and that was it.
Fuck
Like,
yeah, dude.
But Wes was sent to a boarding school from the time he was in 5th grade to his in 9th grade, like
Oh,
in
shit,
McDonald,
yeah.
Tennessee. So like really, really straight laced. Like they had to wear suit and tie and like go by schedule and shit like that. But they got to do a lot of cool stuff. And one day we skipped school and he was like, we're on our fucking way to McDonald, Tennessee to like his old school.
Right.
Yeah, it was just like, huh, what it's like to be friends with Wes Johnson. like, just because like it always happened. And Wes had real bad insomnia. So he would wake you up at 3 o'clock in the morning, like, you'll go to the mountains. It's like, we got school at 8 o'clock in the morning. Can you get us? He's like, dude, come on.
We'll be back.
We'd go
We'll
to
be
the
back,
fucking
bro.
mountains, dude. And like there we were, all the way to Williamston to fucking Caesar's Head in the middle of the night, just like,
Fuck.
I just wanted to ride, dude. And like, but he was always super cool, man. And like, so Wes will blow about 80% of smoke up your ass.
Okay. Okay. I like it.
And he will. But if you listen to this motherfucker, you can. There is a like a. I don't even know how to describe it, man. It's like a moron genius. It's like
I know a few of those.
like
Guilty as charged.
guilty as charged.
What a movie. Fuck.
Oh man.
What a fucking movie. Guilty as charged.
No, Wes is a good dude, though, man. I've had a lot of fun being a part of his life, and vice versa.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I mean, because I come from like this poor, like I grew up in a trailer, man. We moved from house to house to house, and then I got linked up with Wes, and now I'm in a freaking 8-bedroom like cabin mansion. It's like
Right.
on 238 acres. It's like, holy. They just got me like, and for Christmas it was like a new pair of boots and like nice shit, new pair of boots, jeans, pants.
Wow.
Like, Carhartt.
How do you even react to that? Like, what is that like?
Dude, I cried.
Yeah.
I hugged a man that doesn't hug anybody.
Yeah, right.
Like Mr. Johnson, he's not a hugger. He'll shake your hand all day long, but I couldn't help but to give him
couldn't
just a
help it.
big ass bear hug.
Yeah.
And just be like, man.
Did he accept it? Did he
Thank
give
you,
it to you back?
He just kind of did the old.
Give you a little pat on the back. Yeah. This is a good move.
But Miss Johnson, man, that was like the hero. She was a fucking hero, man. I
Yeah.
don't even know how to say it. Like, so she was she did a lot for dyslexic people.
Okay.
So she worked at a place called Camperdown in Greenville for a while, and then eventually moved to a school that her former principal had started up on his own, and like it was just one of the smaller nice houses downtown Greenville, and there's only but I mean it's huge houses, like one of the manor houses. It's like somewhere where you'd see weddings and stuff like that done. But they done it up into classrooms and stuff like that, and Miss Johnson was a very big part of that, and she had this thing with cursive and dyslexia. Like she kind of patented the fact that if you're dyslexic, cursive is the way to go.
Huh.
And she really enforced that in the dyslexic community and the schools and stuff like that, which she was very respected for, because like she almost figured out a riddle. I mean, you're talking about people who look at words and stuff and see them scrambled, and the fact that if it's in cursive, it makes sense to them. Which is super
It's fucking genius.
outstanding.
Yeah.
Like, but she was that patient of a woman. Like she could sit there and figure that out. But she was so amazing. Like, so Wesley and I, we wanted to have a huge party one weekend, and so we had to volunteer at Furman University for a big dyslexia dash. It was a 5K race, and so we had to. So she made us volunteer a lot, which was cool because we got a lot of volunteer hours that were documented volunteer hours, and she was putting us in that. But she was also exposing us to so much more than what we had known. I mean, to go when you're in 11th grade and stuff like that, to go on Furman's campus and get to explore it and get to walk around and see the kind of things that go on the campus life. I mean, it was really cool, and to see, like, it kind of gives you it was a humbling thing for sure.
Yeah.
Like, because, these people, they struggle daily to perform tasks that almost come second nature to us now. And like, I don't know, it was a really cool thing. She exposed us to just, she let us find out what humility was about, to humble ourselves. And of course I did pretty good job of making myself look like a jackass by like without needing any help. But she could do it in an honest way that like you served humility to be a better person, and that's something I will always appreciate her for sure.
Dude, I remember that there was a video I think you posted. It was a couple years back with like you in New York City.
Oh yeah,
That one like hit me.
Oh dude,
So
I tell you.
video.
So and I can tell you this story. Sorry, Sean, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
So I took a train up to New York, and I got to Penn Station, and like by the time that I even reached the top of the steps to see the New York City, man, I probably counted 5 like homeless people sitting there, like. And dude, when I got to that last one, man, she broke my heart. Like, dude, I broke down. Like, put it on Facebook Live, and then this woman.
Yeah, it made me sad. Like watching, I was like getting teary eyed. I was like, damn, I can tell how passionate you were about it.
Yeah,
and it made me like feel
Dude,
what you were feeling.
I'm telling you, it fucked me up because like I give this woman money, and then her sister come and took it from her. Yeah, like
Wow.
Apparently it was supposedly her sister, but like she was trying to argue with me. I was like, I don't give a fuck. Like I started getting like manly about it. Like I don't give a fuck. That is my money, and I give it to her. Like I was getting super passionate about it, and then and then it had me thinking. Like it just shot me down a rabbit hole of like, because I've been to. If you've ever been to LA, it's fucking sad as shit. Well, I mean, and it's where you put yourself, of course, but like I want to see the ugly just as much as I want to see the beautiful.
Right. Same way, like Skid Row.
Yeah,
dude,
shit. Skid Row is probably like I bawled my. I'll be honest, I cried out to God.
Have
just
you?
Because it was sad.
Just a quick question. You don't have to like elaborate on it or whatever. But you ever seen a soft white underbelly? It's well, I guess you don't have internet. Of course, you haven't seen this.
No, I haven't.
Sorry. It's just a guy who kind of interviews people from like Skid Row, and like you hear some of those stories, and it's dark.
Oh
It's
man,
sad,
it is so
dude.
sad.
It's not just like, hey, go get a job.
Right.
Like it's not like, hey, go shave and go get a job. It's not that
No,
simple.
it's not.
It's not that simple.
And I wish I could explain that to people, man, because it's like there's so many catch-22s in the system.
Yeah.
Like some jobs that you can't have without direct deposit, but you can't have direct deposit without a bank account, and you can't have a bank account without a permanent address.
Yeah, and not even that. You could just be a child who was born into like a meth family.
Oh yeah,
with
you're
a mom
fucked.
who never gave a fuck about you and a dad who is not there.
Oh yeah.
And then you're probably addicted to meth because your mom was smoking meth before you were born.
Yeah, you were addicted
and
to
then
it.
now you're
Oh,
out there and now
Lord,
you're
yeah.
homeless, and it's like that person never had a fucking chance. What you mean get
Not
a
a single
job? Like
chance.
pull yourself up by your bootstraps? That doesn't.
It
It sounds good because you work hard every day.
But you had that opportunity on your table.
Yeah, but like you
You have
wasn't
a physical disadvantage.
you wasn't born to like a methed out mom without a father figure around, and she didn't give a shit about you.
Right, yeah.
You know, like
That's
that.
that's a
exists.
physical. That's a mental. That's a
Dude, they're so
financial.
But like it's that
disadvantage.
whole programming, like in general. I mean, because like your brain's programming from the time that you're, 9 months old. Well, I mean, from the time that you're born until you're 25, your brain's developing, and there's a programming that of usually essentially what kind of person you're going to be. That programming's happened between 9 weeks and 3 years old, or 5 years old. Excuse me. That and like, there's so much programming that goes on to. Whether you're going to like pornography, or like you're going to be some jerk off mate, or you're going to be a sex freak, or you're going to be an athlete. It was, dude. So like on some real shit, but I was exposed to it at a super young age, man. Like super young age. Like I was getting my dick touched at like 7 on the real.
Shit, really?
Yeah, and it was by like chicks. Like so, my mom was dating this dude, and it was his daughters. Yeah. On some real,
the fuck?
and that's like on some real shit. Like,
wow.
I mean, that's
all jokes aside.
like all joke, like on
Yeah.
the real.
Yeah.
But but I can acknowledge that set a course of things.
For sure.
Like, and dude, it took me till I was
That
27.
explains a little bit.
Yeah, hell yeah,
A little bit.
And it took till I was 27 to really even acknowledge it, to understand that, like, wait a minute, this shit all boils down to
That's
the
like
fact,
This
normal
moment of
shit.
my
To-
life where
to the
they're
fact where, like, yeah, because those dopamines were released in my brain
early. And you've been chasing that
chase that,
ever
yeah.
since.
Essentially that's what happens to most men in America. Like, whether we want to believe it or not, that programming, that like sexual desire and stuff is like from the time we're 9 till we're 15,
Yeah.
right? And then, like,
I mean,
and
even
in
15,
those,
dude.
like, so if you've ever listened to Jordan Peterson,
Yeah.
dude, I love listen to Jordan Peterson. But
Carnivore diet guy.
who is it?
That's the carnivore diet guy, right?
Yeah, meat
Is
and water.
he does carnivore diet?
Yeah, that's it.
Dude,
Peterson
he
does?
said it saved his daughter's life.
Oh, I think I remember him saying something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's interesting. Like he's got some interesting takes on some things.
Dude, he has
Very logical way of thinking. You know, if you're gonna come at him with some, you know, he's kind
It's
of
kind of like Ben Shapiro. Like people want to shit on Ben Shapiro, but like
if
if
you're
you're
gonna
gonna shit on the man, you better be fucking.
better
You better know your
come
shit.
at
Better be
this-
ready.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
He'll put
redemption.
you in the dirt quick.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. No, Ben Shapiro, that's tough shit, boy.
Yeah, right.
That's tough shit right there. I mean, like, I actually very much enjoy listening to Jordan and Ben speak together. Have you ever listened to their the Judaism and Christianity?
No.
Okay. So what I would tell you, like, I love studying theology, not theology itself, but like I love theology and just all faith. Like, it's very intriguing to me.
Yeah.
Because like I had to study hard into it to gain faith, like to understand where I was with what I feel like is God, and
Yeah.
like all of that in a whole. Like, it's crazy. Like, to explain my religion, I don't have a religion. I have a faith.
I'm the same way.
Yeah, like I have faith. That's for darn sure.
Me too. I believe there is a higher power.
Dude, I believe, and like I totally believe Jesus is real. Like
Yeah,
I mean,
probably.
I've done enough studying. Like, I believe he exists 100%.
Yeah.
I believe there's a lot of things that everybody has their own.
But do I believe in like parting the Red Sea and like Daniel in the Lion's Den and all that shit, like Noah's Ark? I do believe there was a big flood because it shows in like all cultures have a story of the flood, that have the Great Flood.
Yeah.
But like,
I mean, have you ever been to Grand Canyon?
no, well, I've
It's
been
pretty
to,
fucking
yeah, I've never been there, but I've been to Las Vegas, but never to the
Yeah,
Grand
but that's fucking beautiful.
yeah, it is, dude. But of course, I've only been on one side. Like, I went to the.
But you know
North
what?
Rim.
The only thing that can fucking create that, shitload of water.
Shitload of water, dude.
Like a
Yeah,
shitload
dude,
of water.
It's just like, I mean, so, and like that, like I definitely believe spiritual warfare goes on around us. Like, I definitely
Yes,
believe
for
that
sure, for
there
sure.
are things that like that grab us at times. I mean, I know that sounds crazy, but like, I believe there's things that get a hold of us at times that make us good, and I also believe there's things that get a hold of us that make us bad,
Like
and
what?
more so thoughts than anything.
Thoughts? Okay.
Thought, the power of thought. So there's like I don't mean to sound like a contradicting myself, but there's a lot from the Bible that I pull because there's things that you can find truth in. Like, they said if you have the Bible says, if you have the faith of a mustard seed, you can move a mountain. And like, one of my beginning arguments was like when I started having issues with my faith and stuff was, you know, if you put as much faith in yourself, as you did pray, your like faith in your prayer, then you could probably just achieve just as much. Like,
I would agree with that.
yeah, a lot of people don't put any faith in themselves. And,
Yeah, they
and
just hope.
They just hope. That's it.
Yeah, they hope for a better whatever, and hope it just falls in their lap.
Right.
So no, you can just go get it.
Yeah, just if you put a little bit of faith, the amount of a mustard seed, then you could move mountains, which means, so, like, there's things in the Bible that I find that if you don't take them so literal and kind of just keep it with an open mind, like, you can fine.
Find some positive to gain off of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And like,
yeah, I see where you're coming from.
so in that
and I agree with
sense-
that. There's a lot of positive from religion that, as much as we've kind of shit on it in the past or right now, there's a lot of a good that comes from religion. If you just take away just the bullshit like judgmental, Southern Baptist, throw all that bullshit out, and just look at like the purity and like there's a good moral standard that comes with religion.
Absolutely. And like I tell a lot of people, I won't agree. I probably won't agree with your faith, like the way that you believe, but I will support it because
I'm with you.
if you're trying to be a better person, I don't give a fuck what you believe in. If you're trying to be a better person, I'm going to support you in that cause.
Yeah, I love that. I love that mentality of it doesn't matter, like, regardless of religion, like you said, you know, we're fucking all in this together.
Absolutely.
So,
Hell
like,
yeah.
you're trying to be a better person. You're trying to better yourself. You're trying to, and like, you bettering yourself is going to better me.
Oh, absolutely.
And then
you project that shit.
Yeah, exactly. So my impact's going to impact, you know, maybe 1,000 people, maybe one person, whatever. But
Right, absolutely.
that one person could
That's the
impact
power of the
1,000 people.
podcast.
Exactly. Yeah,
Power of the
exactly.
podcast.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
And so like that's kind of what our goal is for the podcast is like like I said earlier is to project that that transparency.
Right,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
And to be a transparent person, like be able to show we're very open. Like be open. The
Yeah.
more open you are, the happier you're gonna be.
Oh, for sure.
Because like I don't have anything to hide.
Yep.
If somebody approaches me with some shit that I did 5 years ago, you know what I'm gonna say? Yeah, I did it.
Right.
Yeah,
And the more open you are,
Everybody
the more
knows
you're
about it.
going to invite those people who are more like-minded.
exactly. Yeah,
Right.
for sure.
I mean, there could be like I love NASCAR, but I hate monster trucks. Wait a minute. Well, you can't talk shit about monster trucks.
You ever seen a forklift? It's kind of like that, but bigger.
Yeah.
It's like way bigger. Them big ass tires, and they just crush shit.
But
So what's next for you as far as like, do you feel like you're gonna always live on the ranch, like on the farm?
On the ranch.
no way, man. No way. So Jessica and I actually have a pretty good 5-year plan, which we're 1 year into.
Okay.
So we're trying to do as much as we can with that piece of property because it's 12 acres. It's not huge. But we're going to try to capitalize. So recently we just got fencing put up all around the property. We got a new roof on the house and like even soffit and blah, blah, blah. But like we're wanting to put a barn up. We're just trying to build equity. We're trying to put as much as we can on the property to increase the value of it. So that we can, I mean, both of us have ideas of out west. Just
You always seem like an Oklahoma kind of, Texas kind of guy to me.
Oklahoma. I mean, I like both of them. There ain't no
Yeah,
doubt.
I can see you living out there.
Mississippi, per se.
Fuck it.
I
Ain't shit
can
in
see
Mississippi,
Corn and
man.
cows, baby.
That's tobacco, cotton. Mississippi's cotton state. I don't
I
grow
was-
corn,
I was just following what I said earlier.
but it sounded good.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
did,
it sounded good. Yeah.
Corn and cows, baby. Cotton and
But
cows,
you know how
baby.
Mississippi got rich, right?
I don't. Just cotton.
Hey,
No
so
cows.
corn now? Okay.
The ground's too moist.
Okay.
You don't really want it. It's I mean, I'm not saying
Does
that
it
people
sink in?
don't have cows in Mississippi, but
No, just sink in.
yeah, I mean,
It's too soft.
if I was a farmer, I would. That like Louisiana, there's parts, but it kind of sucks.
Okay.
It kind of sucks. There's a lot of horses down there.
What about
Really?
Bourbon Street, dude?
It
There's
can
no
eat
cows
shit.
in there. There's
Oh,
no cows on
no
Bourbon
cows on
Street.
Bourbon Street.
Bullshit! You ain't never been to Bourbon Street, man. I seen Betty 250 walking around. If she ain't 280, she ain't a lady. Boy, talking.
Can we talk about the time that Chris Harris was on Bourbon Street?
Which time?
Oh, there was one specific time. It was St. Patty's Day. He posted on Instagram.
Oh.
He posted on Instagram with a larger lady,
Oh, that a boy.
and he goes,
boy.
his caption was, "My name is Buck, and I'm here to fuck." You ever seen Kill Bill?
Yeah,
that's the one.
Yeah.
My name is Buck, and I'm here to fuck.
Dude,
I wish I would have screenshotted that.
I know. I text Brian, dude, get on Facebook right now. And it was deleted in within the hour.
Oh, I guarantee.
He was like, oh, I fucked up.
No, it was that night. It was on Instagram.
Yeah.
I said, Sean, look at Instagram right now.
That's what it was.
And he hops on there and he's like, holy fuck.
Dude,
And we
I
laughed
want
in
to
the
text
morning.
him. I want to text him.
My
Like,
name is
hey, Buck, you want to fuck?
Do it right now. He'd be like, oh my God, are you on the podcast right now? That's some shit he'll say. Dude, yeah. And I look in the next morning, I'm like, I gotta go see. I gotta go see this
social
again.
media. Like,
I gotta go
my
see
grandparents
this
see this.
Oh
Like,
no.
I gotta go see this again. It was gone.
Oh man.
yeah,
He was bugged.
Like,
He
he woke
was
up the
there to
next day
fuck.
like, I fucked
And he's
up.
like, it was a bet. I didn't fuck her.
Who'd you bet? Yourself? I bet you won't fuck her, bad boy.
He was following John Michael's advice. You take a shot of whiskey, you go to the mirror and take a shot with that man too. You tell that man, I bet you won't fuck her. He went in the mirror, man. He was betting that guy.
Dude, so let me tell you, mirrors on Bourbon Street are fucking dangerous, man.
Bourbon Street is a fucking.
I'm
It's
telling
an
you,
experience, dude.
I've danced on more poles than Bourbon Street.
You get towards the French Quarter, it starts getting a little.
It's nicer in the French Quarter, I thought.
Really, I mean, I guess. Well, it starts like we go all the way down Bourbon Street. It can get kind of rough on down that way.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I agree with you. I know what you're talking about now
Yeah.
because, like, once you get past all the bars and shit.
Yeah, like down Bourbon Street, it gets like whoa.
You want to know how well I remember Bourbon Street? And not very well. I was 15.
What? Oh, man. I've been down Bourbon Street a couple times.
15. And that was the only time I've been. 15, blackout drunk.
Bless it.
Nah, 21. Sorry. Blackout drunk with Sean. And it was on Halloween.
A bunch of
It was a good time.
hurricanes. But you got hit with the fucking white polo on? Yeah, I was
Oh,
drinking a bunch of
no.
them, 42 ounces.
Yeah, fucking McDonald's cup. The big,
They're
large,
too
fat
sweet for
ones.
me.
Too sweet. Yeah, I don't do sweet now. I don't do shit
Yeah.
like that now. I
I
can't
can't.
do it. I need the bitter and the malty.
I had a fishbowl down there.
Fish bowl down there,
Ooh,
bro?
Little
yeah.
fishbowl down there is
Yeah.
pretty good.
What was in the fish bowl?
I don't
Fish.
fucking know, bro. Fish. All I know is it was red and it was a lot.
I could see you fitting it in Louisiana, though.
I can see you fitting in anywhere, man.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I tried to.
Yeah.
I think the place that I probably stood out the most. I mean, obviously I stood out in New York City. I just
That voice and that, like, your charisma, I feel like it would stand out.
dude, I didn't even have to speak. And people that was where you from?
Really?
Oh hell yeah! I mean, it was like my whole style. They were just like, yeah, you ain't from around.
Yeah. I caught that out in California.
Fuck
I was
them.
like, yo,
Oh, yeah.
Yingling. I was like, oh, you ain't from around.
What?
It
We
was
don't
like-
have Yingling.
Yeah, it was like, oh,
Yang Lang.
She was
What
like,
is
you
that?
ain't. She heard my southern voice.
Dude,
She
I
was like,
swear to
you ain't
God,
from
I
here.
brought Yingling to Texas.
Did you?
Yeah,
It's good beer.
because people didn't. It wasn't out there. I had to order it.
I figured Texas would have Yingling. It's
No,
the
well they
longest
do
running
now.
American beer.
They do now, but
Yeah.
like I was ordering it, that and Cheerwine.
Really?
Yeah, because you ain't getting Cheerwine out there, baby.
Damn.
Piss-
Yeah, I heard
piss
from
the
you out
Southern
west.
boy
you
off
know,
You
real
ain't getting
fast.
no skins hot dogs either, are you?
Hell no.
But
they got
it is
Whataburger. Shout out to Whataburger.
But
I'll
it's
take all your
Skins hot
patty
dogs,
melts.
though.
Dude, Whataburger.
Never been.
Whataburger.
I've been to Whataburger before.
Patty melts.
What about a Five Guys though? They ain't got that out there.
Five
Fuck
Guys
that.
is the shit.
Fuck a Five Guys.
You
when
take a
got
Five Guys Whataburger?
I take a Del Taco.
I'll take Five Guys over Whataburger.
No way, bro.
Yeah.
Because the milkshake.
I just love Five Guys.
Not the
And
food.
the fucking fries, the burger.
That fucking
I love
malt
that
vinegar,
shit,
you
dude.
dip that fry in that
Bruh,
shit?
You can't do my Whataburger like that now.
Oh, big old out west guy.
Because dude, I love their patty melt. I think saved my dick one night.
Yeah.
I was
How
drunk.
so?
I was
Lead
just-
details.
I was drunk. That's all. I was drunk.
Save your dick.
Well, yeah, I was
Sobered
gonna
you
fuck a
up.
fat girl and I didn't because I eat a patty melt and sobered up.
And he was like, oh no.
Save your dick.
I
That's
just
Maybe
stayed
she
the
might have
night.
done some shit that you ain't never experienced before.
Might
Rock
be the
your
best you
fucking
ever had.
world.
Well, she tried to tie me up.
Maybe that's what you fucking needed.
Jeffro don't do the tying up.
You don't do the tying up.
Jeffro.
Fuck no.
I was Jeffro
You don't do
tying
the
up.
tying
man.
up.
I don't. I
No,
can't.
you don't do the kinky shit like that.
I plead the fifth.
The fizz up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5th, motherfucker.
Oh, Jeffro, baby.
No, but I just like Whataburger for sure. Del Taco's good too.
Good transition.
Yep.
Yeah, it was all done. It was all done, yeah. You got,
So wait a minute, how many states have you traveled to?
fuck, I don't know, like 13.
Yeah, you've been
12.
to the original bitches.
I don't fucking know. That's hardcore, ain't it? That's some American ass shit. 13, baby. Colonies.
What about you?
How many states have I been to?
Yeah.
It's probably pretty
Have you
close,
counted
though.
it?
All East Coast.
I've never counted it, but I've been to like I've been to Louisiana, travel like driven
Off
through all
Carolina,
those, Florida up to. I've never been up north, anything
Okay.
up north really, other than like North Carolina. Out west, I've been like San Diego twice.
San Diego.
Like a small layover in like Utah, but I don't really count that. It's
Right.
just like I didn't really get to experience anything.
Utah's
but,
pretty cool.
I mean, maybe like
Utah's pretty cool.
It's actually my favorite state.
Actually.
Utah is my favorite.
it seems like a beautiful state, honestly.
I mean, if you're an outdoors like
Yeah.
adventurous person, there's
But
so
Montana,
much.
I feel like you would love Montana.
Dude, I very so.
The Dakotas.
I would. It's hard for me not to argue that America is the most greatest place in the world because there's so much beauty everywhere you go.
I know.
I mean, and I guess that's it, like beauty's in the eye of the beholder, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've been to 48 American states, and every single one of them has their own just like
Uniqueness,
wow,
quirkiness.
yeah, for sure.
What's your favorite?
Utah,
Utah's your favorite?
dude.
I
I
figure
mean,
you would be like I don't know. I keep saying I figure you'd be, but like in Montana or Denver.
I mean, I love Colorado.
Yeah,
Don't get me
Colorado,
fucking wrong.
yeah.
I get down to Colorado, but and it would be in a hard third place because fucking South Carolina, bro. I'll never. The only thing I wish is we had snow that I could snowboard.
yeah.
That's it. But you know what? I'm grateful for what it is. I absolutely love it. But my top three would be Utah, Carolina, Colorado.
Damn,
Then
I'm just
Montana.
happy that South Carolina's up there because I love it here too.
Dude, I love
fucking
Georgia,
sick.
man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Georgia
yeah.
has some of the most beautiful
Yeah.
countryside. Tennessee's got some good shit.
They do very like mountainy up there, like Nashville,
Oh, yeah.
Tennessee, and all that shit.
And don't get me wrong, like Western North Carolina is fucking killer. It really. I mean, I understand why the Vanderbilts picked where
Yeah,
they picked,
yeah.
dude. You got that reference right?
I didn't.
No, Vanderbilt's built a bit more.
Yeah.
That's what I assumed, but I didn't like want to act like I got it and
No.
Well,
be
that's-
I don't want to be like wrong on an assumption. You know what I mean?
That's noble. It's honorable.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's respectable.
Integrity. It's a good thing to have.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate it.
No, so actually, like the Vanderbilts actually give Asheville a lot of that land. So
Okay.
a lot of that up there was the Vanderbilts.
Really?
I mean, outside of the hell yeah, bro, it was like they owned so much of that up there, and they pretty much give it all to the town. That motherfucker had money,
Yeah, no shit.
dude. Have you ever watched the
Badass State?
Men Who Made America?
No.
Nope.
Bro, I would highly like John.
You like History Channel?
Well, I mean, not the channel as much as books, but
Sure.
like John
That
Rockefeller,
seems completely opposite.
Vanderbilt, like J.P.
Not the
Morgan.
channel as much as books. History books versus History Channel. It seems a lot different.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it is. I mean, I guess I like both, for sure. But I like to read.
Yeah.
And like
Foxfire.
yeah, Foxfire for sure. You best believe it. Just go step in some shit, Jackie. But give your nuts a tug. But
I will. I might have to.
but like shit.
I'll do that.
Totally fucking lost
You
what I
don't
was
have to
thinking.
ask me twice, man. You asked me once. I'm like, all right, let's go, baby. I'll do it.
No, but it's pretty interesting to I don't know, I really get into those guys. Like guys who were businessly acclimated and just visionaries, people who saw shit and nothing. Like and that's just pretty cool.
Yeah.
People
sure.
people who promised stuff they didn't have and just
Made it happen.
prayed like a motherfucker and made it happen.
Yeah, I love that. I love that like mentality of, like that's kind of like the old school guys who.
But that's what makes us racist, because all of those were white men.
Oh, we're doing this.
Oh, we're doing this.
We're doing this.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
Okay.
Hey, do you know why black people grow so tall?
Oh, we're doing this.
Timestamp.
They're Negroes.
Their knee grows. It's true. It's
Yeah.
true. Their knee does grow. So,
But that's as far as I go with that.
Timestamp.
You sure you don't want to go any further?
Yeah, I'm positive. That's not.
It's
a
been
mean
so
joke.
fucking fun, guys.
Oh, it's been
That's
amazing.
been really
Jeff,
fucking
we
fun.
fucking love you, dude. We fucking love you, dude.
So I've never got the pleasure of meeting you until now, but before you came over, he was like, there's like 3 people that are I consider the top 3 charismatic people I've ever met in my life, and you were on that list.
Hell yeah.
You were.
And you did not disappoint. So.
You're very charismatic.
But he didn't know me in high school. In high school, I was a lot less bashful. I feel like.
You were.
That's okay.
I mean, like I knew you, like we had talked and stuff, but like we never really hung out. But we hung out with the same people. I feel like.
Yeah, for sure.
Like we kind of hung around the same guys. So like I would always hear stories and stuff, and like I would like see you and like talk to you here and there.
But that was my thing. I never really hung out with a single group. Like
I was kind of like that too. Yeah, I was the same way.
Yeah,
And it just is kind of funny that it never just mashed up,
Well,
it
But-
is, for sure.
But you were always a person who I thought had charisma and like had a good like just jovial outgoingness to him. I was
Right
like,
on.
I can already tell, and just like kind of, not necessarily. I know we don't talk on social media, but like every now and then, I like I'd like something of yours or like comment or something of yours, and I was like, this dude would be fun to have on the podcast.
Heck yeah.
It's been fun.
Sure enough.
Well,
Hell yeah,
I will
I've
say
enjoyed it
that
for sure.
we've got a spot reserved for you at number 69.
Oh yeah.
27 episodes from now, baby.
Yes.
We got one
I'll be
reserved
more
for you.
prepared.
The sex guru.
The sex guru, hell yeah.
The sex guru. Traveler. Hiker. Snowboarder.
Yeah.
All the things.
Yeah, dude, you gotta go out and live life for sure.
Absolutely. I love it.
You want to go skydive?
Sure.
Oh my god.
I do it.
We can do it in Anderson. Harris has done it.
I
John
know.
Michael's done it. You ain't done it.
Oh, you ain't shit.
I don't know.
I do it.
I'm interested. I
I want to go.
You ain't been yet?
Well, I've been twice.
You want to go again? He's like,
Yeah,
I want to go.
dude.
You're itching. You're itching for your
Hell yeah.
Get up there, bro.
Dude, so I actually
Wanna
found
pull that
a
card.
indoor squirrel suit, man, and I want to do that so bad.
You want to be like,
Fuck yeah, dude. Like,
You're right.
how close could you
Through
get
the
to
valleys.
Superman?
and you fucking run into a tree and
It's
You
over.
won't feel shit.
you won't. You won't.
The problem is though, you might still be alive.
You're right though.
You still won't feel shit, but you might be alive.
Oh, could you imagine?
You're sitting there like this.
And the fucking buzzards pick you apart.
I don't know anything. Yeah, fucking Stephen
You don't have the
Hawkins.
fucking vocals of Stephen Hawkins yet. You're in the fucking woods.
No, whenever you wake up, it's gonna be why? Where am I at?
They ain't gonna find you, man.
That's what's gonna be.
You know the best. You know the best part, Jeff. That's not the first time we've done a Stephen Hawkins impression on this podcast. Second time. It was like episode 20 something.
Yeah.
You were there for it. Oh wait, it's our
Yeah.
podcast. Yep.
Yep. Yeah. I was here. Yeah.
You see?
I was here.
Fuck, man.
I'll be down.
I'll be damned.
It's been a good podcast.
Dude, it has been
It feels
fun,
so good.
man.
Are y'all trying to cut it off?
We're trying to cut it off.
We're about to cut it off.
Oh,
You want
Alright,
to keep
man.
it going? Let's keep it rolling.
dude, I could talk for a million more hours. Not really. But not really, but shit, I can talk.
It's been fun, guys.
It has been good.
Yeah,
it
It's
has.
been fun.
Yeah.
It really was a pleasure meeting you and like, having
Likewise.
you on this fucking podcast, dude. Well
Oh,
deserved.
hell yeah.
And 69, we got you tied this.
You booked, baby. You booked.
Do I have to bring like sex toys and shit? Like
Yes.
dolls?
Yes, you do.
Do I have to bring sex dolls?
Yes, you have to bring a gimp suit and all.
You gotta be in it, and you have to be in that.
Whoa. I ain't playing no sex doll.
You don't have to be in the
It's
sex
gonna be
doll
a
just
different
to-
kind of
just to
camera
get-
when you come here next time.
There's gonna be a leather couch right here. There's gonna be no table. Black leather couch, casting couch.
Hey, what's up, Jeff? Remember us? Turn the little thing around.
Yeah. There's gonna be 3 cameras. There's gonna be a guy walk out like to hold the camera around me. We'll go as deep as it needs to. It's been good, guys.
It's been fun.
It's,
It has been fun.
this is a beauty. This is a fucking pleasure. It's a beauty. I love being able to have this opportunity to do this shit.
Oh yeah, I'm super curious to hear how I don't sound because I ain't watching this.
This is usually the moment where we go, hey, if you have something to promote, you can promote it. But since you don't have any social media or anything like that, then
Oh
I guess there's nothing to
Is
promote.
there something
right?
that you want to say or anything else to end this thing?
Feel strongly about like
no.
No.
Raise hell, praise Dale.
Cheers.
cheers. I couldn't say it better myself.
Cheers, guys. Love y'all.
Love you guys.
This is fucking amazing.
Yep. We'll see you next
week.
week.
We'll see y'all. Yep.